And we are live. What's going on, everybody? Today is Saturday, and we are going to be playing some Mount & Blade 2 Bannerlord. So, it's the Battle of Hvalvik. That is what the goal is today, is for us to claim the remainder of this island, right? And then we're going to be, you know, waging the wars and doing the things that we need to do to, you know, sustain and, you know, expand and all sorts of fun things. But the biggest thing is we need to take over Hvalvik. We have a pretty strong army. We have a pretty solid, like, cash stack and everything like that too, right? So all things considered, we're in a pretty good spot. I did basically no grinding or anything like that since I last streamed, because this is kind of where we left off. And honestly, since I don't have a port and my ships are at Hvalvik, we're stuck. So it was going to be one of those deals where, you know, I couldn't really do anything. I either had to take the town while I was not streaming, or I just didn't play. And you know what? We chose to not play because I feel like the first actual town that we take is going to be pretty nice, pretty important, right? I tried to do a little bit of grinding to try and level up like my Kingsguard and stuff. Didn't really work too much. We've got the King's Champion and some Royal Guards. Just as a quick reminder, what we currently look like. Our Dawnstar are set up to be primarily archers. They do have a one-handed weapon. We will be swapping. I'm probably going to be swapping their kit around a little bit here. And then our Dawn Guard have one-handed weapon, shield, and then 2 sets of throwing javelins or jarids or whatever these things are called. Jarids, something like that. And then we have the Stormheim King's Champion, which are supposedly our cavalry units. They currently look like they have like a saber and 2 spears and then a shield. And then we have our Royal Guard, which has a spear, some throwing weapons, a one-handed weapon, and then a shield. We're currently trying to get these guys leveled up and tiered up to where they're actually a little bit more useful. And then on top of that, we want them to be, you know, pretty solid when it comes down to combat, right? Clan wise, we have a lot of our people basically, what we see here, we do have a few different parties, and they're all kind of, you know, chilling and growing and whatnot. We do have our garrisons set up. Honestly, we're not really earning a ton of money. We're not making any money right now, but once we take this town, that will most likely change. Now real quick, what are we looking like? Actual party, we're at 260. At 260, all of our people are either companions or retinues of one way, shape, or form, so we're pretty much capped out. Do we have anything that we can do to our troops? So our full-on retinues, the Dawn Guard can be upgraded still because their skill cap is 285, which is freaking insane. 285, like, put that into, you know, a little bit of understanding here. We're at 205 with throwing, and that's like really good. So giving them another 80 freaking skill points in this, that's pretty up there. We'll be able to pump up their athletics too. Might actually swap some of their stats around a little bit. Definitely going to be changing up some of the Dawnstar as well, because I'm feeling like the one-handed just doesn't work out too well for them, while they have a you know, no shield or anything like that. They've got pretty decent defenses with how I've got them set up, but honestly, I'll probably take their one-handed out and put it into polearm, but I mean, their polearm's already capped, right? So it's most likely going to be I'll give them a different type of weapon instead of this axe, right? Just so they're able to like hold their own against cavalry. Like I'm thinking of that. I could also potentially just give them 2-handed weapons, but at that point, like a 2-handed axe or something. But at that point, I literally just made a budget Fiend champion, which, kind of not the biggest fan of, you know, just copy pasting those guys either. So, I mean, it makes sense. I understand why the things are doing the things. So we have a two-handed polearm here. That's not terrible, right? It's got 133 length, 71 handling. Thrust damage is only 24. Swing damage is 91. That's not awful. We could do the Horse Guard Spear. I mean, honestly, I'm probably going to hold off on doing anything until we get custom weapons at this point. Which, let's look at the doctrines. Clan traditions, what we need is to own a smithy in a town in my clan's culture for 30 days. So in other words, we just need to own the town of Hvalvik, and we just need to build a smithy there. All we gotta do. Right? Simple. And since it's that simple, why don't we go do it? That's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna go wage war. Do the wagings of the wars and stuff and things, right? We go straight in there. I'm gonna say, what up? It's your boy. And we besieging. We besieging the town. And honestly, if they want to sally out and take me on with 1,300 troops, let them. They may actually do that right now. Yeah, they are. Okay, cool. So 713 versus 260. Honestly, this is going to be perfect. Because if we win the sally out, then it doesn't matter. I didn't choose my troops. I did not choose my troops. Oh boy. I may have fucked up. All right. Well, let's see how we do. Let's see how we do. Where's our barrier here? Hello? Where can I place my troops at? I don't even see the flags. Where's the limit here? Is it? Are these flags? I can't tell with the snow. Is this okay? Those are the flag. That's the flag border, right? Okay, we're going up the hill. Up the hill. God, the camera controls in this are kind of trash. Oh, it goes straight to a pointed curve here. Okay, honestly, that's not the worst case scenario, right? So what I can do, they should not have pretty much any cavalry. Very minimal, if like no cavalry. Let's get these guys spread out, right? We got them right here. We got one group of archers here, and we'll be able to move them forward a little bit too. So that's group one, and then our second group I'm going to put basically right here. Oh, we don't have as many archers as I would like because I didn't get to actually select my troops, but I'm feeling pretty confident still with how we have everything squared away, right? Just get these guys into a line of two. I swear it looks like there would be in a better position. Okay, you know what? Maybe that'll work. That should work. Okay. Group one, get these guys like right over here. And group three, get you right over down here. All right. And then we have our cavalry, which I'm going to have way down here in the back, and they'll be able to go do stuff and things later. Okay. Now, cavalry. Actually, yeah, cavalry, you guys are not going to have fire at will on, and neither are literally anyone. None of you guys get to have fire at will on. Everyone's holding fire. Okay. Now, let's see where they're at. Okay, they have a decent amount of troops. I am not too terribly worried here, but I do want to move infantry forward a little bit, right? I'm gonna move these guys a little bit forward as well. I do like how far back these archers are. I do like how they're looking so far. We have our second group over here. I'm gonna move them forward. I do want to move these guys up to a tad bit. And then we have our cavalry way down there, which is fine. Let's see how these guys approach. Right. Now, remember, we are not much of a mounted combatant. We actually can't even use our bow. Like, we just have a single one-handed sword for while we're on horseback. But the reason I'm on horseback right now is so I can actually survey the battlefield and make sure my guys are in a decent formation, right? So the thought process here is that these guys are going to start getting close, right? They're actually going to eventually get within range of my infantry with their archers, right? And when they do, all we need to do, right, just move forward, pull our archers forward, and then have our archers start shooting. And the thing is we just need to be mindful of how we're doing this, because we have 66 of our Don's Ray, and we have another 60 in the back, and we have 27 of our cavalry. Like, we have the vast majority of our cavalry is already available here, which is really good for us, but I'm not entirely certain how well the cavalry is going to do in this fight, because one, they're not primarily used for what I'm used to using them for. Okay, we're gonna actually move them way down here. Forward! You heard it. Now move. We are going to use them for a hard flank maneuver and have them come in from the rear, which is the goal, right? Let's see how well this goes, because if they turn and start going towards the cavalry, great. If they don't, even better. If they go towards the cavalry, though, I'm going to be kind of upset because it's really dumb. Here, get the cavalry way out there. Go away. Don't go towards the cavalry. What are you doing? Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, they're straight up going for the cavalry. Okay. Move! Now they're starting to fire at us. Okay. I see how this is working. Forward! Stop movement! Archers! Arrows! Move! Fire! Get those guys to start shooting. We should be able to, with at least one volley, we should be able to start doing some damage here. All right. Infantry! Archers! Move! Fire at work! Infantry! Infantry! Soldiers! Forward! Alright, you guys. Fire at troops! Fire! Troops! Fire at work! Alright, we should start seeing a lot of deaths here on their side. Good. Good. Hopefully. Alright. And cavalry, once you get down to there, I want you to swoop in from the side and fuck them up. Right about now. Attack! Troops! Footmen! Advance! Soldier! Footmen! Move! Troops! Onward! We are starting to lose a few of our units. Doesn't look like we lost too many of them. We've lost one Dawn Guard, and one of our Royal Guard has been taken out. But all things considered, that's not the end of the world. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to move our archers up a little bit so they have a better angle here. Alright, we're going to come up here and try to do a little bit of damage. They have a shit ton of units. Oh, fuck. We messed up the formation of our archers quite a bit here. Let's see how this goes. Infantry! Infantry! Charge! Infantry! Charge! Get these guys all up here and just charging at this point. I need them to clear out before that wave of reinforcements comes in so we can actually regroup. All right. We need to get these guys pulled back. Everyone back into position. I'm pretty sure all of their units have died at this point for the most part. Oh, almost. That's definitely only for the most part here. Doesn't actually mean that they're all done. Oop. Okay, now we're just gonna have everyone hold fire. Oh, hold your fire. Oh, you're not dead? Oh my god. Okay, cool. Now, I don't need to worry about these guys. Cool. Move these guys down a little bit. Let's take a look at our actual front lines here. For the most part, you guys are okay. You guys should be okay-ish. And then last but not least, we'll move you up a little bit. What are you guys doing? Face at least that direction.
On the enemy. Look that way.
For the love of God, you guys' backs are to the enemy. That's not good. I know it's my fault for how I positioned you guys, but still. And then you guys are already in loose formation. Great. All right. Well, I'd like it if you had a little bit better formation, but it is what it is. Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah. Let loose. We got to take care of these cavalry guys. I'm not sure why there's a champion back here, but not too sure why they've got champions, but it is what it is. Our guys with shields are doing okay for the most part. They haven't lost too many people. I mean, we've lost what? 8 guys have died. They're all our frontline infantry. We've lost one of our cavalry units has been knocked out. Okay, I mean, honestly, that's not the end of the world, right? All right, so we're gonna get our cavalry to come down, and then our cavalry's gonna come swinging up. That's how we're gonna do this. My horse is so freaking slow. I am not a cavalry unit by any means. This is not a cavalry build. Okay. All right, get these guys set up. They should be able to hit at least from the side here and do a little bit of damage. We should be whittling them down a decent amount, right? I mean, we've taken out over 200 of their units so far. Okay, get these guys where they can use their throwing weapons. Get these guys to advance. We are going to lose some of our troops, but I mean, it's kind of how, you know, large scale battles work. The biggest thing is you just want to make sure you're not completely crippling yourself. They have so many units back here. I need to move these archers up so they can actually support fire. Same thing with these guys. Oh my god, we have 82 archers now. We have so many fucking archers. Massive amounts of archers. We are losing so many units. Who are we losing? What the hell are we losing here? We are losing so much of our Dawn Guard and whatnot. There are archers. I mean, not archers, charge Dawn Guard. We're doing... So many of our units are dying right now. I have no idea what's going on. All of our infantry are gone. That's a rough freaking time. Our archers should be fine for the most part. We have a metric fuck ton of them. Just kind of wishing, you know, I held my infantry back a little bit better. But that's not the end of the world. It's a little rough. And we're doing damage, right? Like, we've lost 100 units out of our 260, which does suck. But I mean, all things considered, not the end of the world. Absolutely not the end of the world.
Charge!
And we will will need to retreat to restock on ammo at some point in time here, but I mean, honestly. All right, you guys move up here. Get a better angle if you can. Right.
Move! Move it! Forward! Move! Move! Forward!
We have killed 380, so we've killed half of their units. They have taken out not quite half of ours. I do want our cavalry to keep harassing their archers as best we can here, but I also know that we are about to be at a bit of an issue.
Wheel to enemy!
Oh, that was not what I wanted to do.
Ready yourself!
You guys need to face the enemy because you're not facing the enemy at all right now.
Archer!
Honestly, having 48 archers back here, I'm going to have them hold their fire. I don't know how many arrows they have. I just want to make sure that they're, you know, not completely blowing through all their ammunition right now, right? Shooting like halfway across the map.
Moment, Archer! Forward! Archer!
Okay, you guys are doing fine. Move them up a little bit here. We need to be ready to engage. We are almost completely out of cavalry. We have basically the remainder of everybody is archers, and we just need to fire at will because this is about to get really dicey if we don't open fire. We actually may need to retreat and then go in for second wave. I kind of wish I was a different build of a character. That's okay. Not the end of the world. We're doing fine. We're still doing fine. We've taken out over half their stack. They've taken out about half of ours. So we may need to fall back. I think we will. I think we do fall back here. Fall back. We'll replenish. Go in for round 2, but this time I can select my troops. I don't have very many troops to select anymore because I only got 129 left. Kind of rough, but you know what? We'll be fine because it's 130 troops, including me, against 248 now instead of, you know, a lot. So we'll be all right. We will be all right. I should have organized these guys a little bit better, but what can you do? What I'm going to do, get these guys drawn out into a bit of a line, get them into a loose formation.
Troops! Archers! Moving! Archers!
Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay.
Arrows! Archers! Move! Warriors! Move it! Move!
All right, we have a ton of archers at least, right? We do need to we do want to make sure that these guys are actually like hitting
Forward!
the type of ground coverage that we need here. These guys should have literally everyone's on the battlefield. Everyone that they have is here. Okay, that's fine. We're going to move this line of archers to this little ridge here. That group is going to go down here, and we are going to be absolutely ready to fuck them up by the time they get into position. They do have a decent amount of archers here. They've got, like, you know, the majority of their units are actually archers, right? So just
everyone hold fire!
Everyone needs fire at will. I think we have range superiority right? They actually have more ranged units than we do, but I think our ranged units are just a better caliber. And with our guys being just better quality and caliber, we should be okay. Because our guys are the equivalent of, or at least really close to, the best archers in the game, right? I just take these guys out as best I can. I'm also using myself as a bit of a pincushion here, but I mean, it is what it is. I think we'll be fine as long as we can kind of keep these guys at a bit of a distance. I am taking a fuck ton of damage here. A lot of aggro, but I mean, it's also kind of what I'm trying to do. I need to keep them away from my archers, because if these infantry guys engage, my archers stop shooting, and then they become targets and not deadly ranged units, right? Because they don't have shields. So if they're not actively killing people, they're actively dying from a distance. Like that's ultimately how this works, right? And now there's just a shit ton of archers versus a shit ton of archers, and guess what? I have a lot more archers than they do. So at this point, yes. So we're doing okay. And now they have no infantry left. Like everyone's just an archer, right? And we're watching their numbers dwindle hella bad. So we can actually have our archers set to engage, and that essentially enables skirmishing mode. And then at this point, we just go up, start clearing them out. Myself a little bit here, and everything's good. And we won the Sally out fight, which means all that's left should be militia. And I think that's it. I think we win. I think we get the town now, right? 201 renown. So much renown, dude. With 142 influence, that's a lot. And then 74.6 morale. Wow. Okay. Awesome. I will gladly take all the prisoners. Literally all the prisoners. I don't care if I'm over limit. Now the question is, are we going to crash whenever I finish this fight, right? There's a ton of shit here that I'm not going to be claiming, but yeah. Do we have plenty of food? Oh, we have a shit ton of food. Okay, we're fine. I don't need to worry about the rest of this. Hvalvik is taken. Election is started. I'm showing mercy. Okay, that's cool. And now I'm the new owner of Hvalvik, right? Now what we do is we could go to the tavern, just ransom everybody off, right, for a shit ton of money. We could also choose which prisoners we want to ransom off. Honestly, I don't think we need any of these guys, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and ransom them all off for 26,000, because that's plenty. And now we're actually making a ton off of our settlements, which is great. But in all reality, now what I want is I just want to work on making sure that we're building up Hvalvik. And we need to make sure someone's set up as like the governor, everything like that, right? And we need to have a governor that is probably of Nordic culture, right? We have a really high loyalty currently, but it is going to go down very quickly, just due to loyalty drift and everything like that. There is really good security and a militia count here, because we got them from a sally out. So because we didn't actually besiege them down, this place didn't take like any damage. Awesome. What we could do is work on, we could increase the prosperity, or we could increase the hearths of bound villages per day. I'm fine with either, honestly. +1 to bound villages per day is probably a good idea. We can also go ahead and just, make sure we have some money in the reserves here. We have plenty of money, so it's not like that big of a deal. And then governor, we have a woodwork shop, tannery, and a wine press. I'm gonna have to buy one of these and turn it into a smith. We are going to put in, who do I want to put in? I could do Naldar. Yeah, we could definitely do Naldar, right? Set him as the governor, that's fine. We do need to work on the garrison, because there is no garrison currently, because we didn't have any troops to put in, to be honest, right? So what we're going to do is we are going to recruit I'd say the maximum number of troops to recruit would be like 150, right? We can create, we're going to recruit from region. We're not going to recruit from prisoners. We can create a new recruiter. We need to. We don't only want elite troops to recruit prisoners above the threshold. We're not going to worry about that. Recruit only, nope, not going to worry about that. Allowed to buy horses, which is probably going to be fine, but yeah, we should be fine. Yo, what's going on, Soro? How you doing, my man? And then training, our max tier, I mean, we can just go to like, what, tier 7 with improved garrison training. That should be fine. We have no guards because we have no garrison. We can also transfer some troops real quick from the castle over here. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to send a quick transfer. This Hvalvik's going to be the easier target out of everybody. Well, I say that, but oh, okay. I need to upgrade all of our units, to be honest. Like, that's just ultimately what we need. And Hvalvik has no projects because they're all the way capped out, but they're making so much freaking money, dude. We are making a fuck ton of money, so it's awesome. All right, cool. And then we can just wait. We're saving, so we're good there. All right, cool. Now what we really need, right? We have 201 out of 265. We are going to end up almost instantly capping out again. Our units, right? What we should really do, first and foremost, is one, I want to take these guys out if I can get a hold of them. But two, we need to go around and start recruiting our troops and getting them leveled up. Yield or fight. See, we just got 16 Dawn Guard, 10 King's champions, and some like other guys. Like, we're already up to 167 troops. Like, I think we're capped. We're at 229 out of 265. So we're already, you know, feeling the difference here. Just left work. Oh, okay. How was work? And I'm doing pretty good, man. Thanks for asking. A lot of our captains are actually out of commission currently, but that shouldn't be that big of a deal. We should be fine, honestly, with just archer spam, because archer spam is the best kind of spam. Very, very broken in Bannerlord, 100%. Kinda, it almost feels dirty. Like, actually, it kind of feels dirty. I don't think it's as strong as horse archer spam or anything like that, right? But it does definitely still kind of feel a little cheesy, a wee bit cheesy, because normally if you're going in there and you're just doing, hey, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna freaking F1, F3 every goddamn thing, well, guess what? You're probably gonna be cooked, right? Probably gonna get cooked. But oh, for a second I thought he had like 50 cavalry units and I was about to shit my pants, dude. I was like, oh, I think I fucked up. But we're fine here.
Infantry! Archers!
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I actually don't want my archers down there. I think I want them like further up here. And we need to move our infantry around as well. Get them like one group up there, one group down here, and then honestly, more importantly, I need like a group or two up here. Cavalry, I don't even know where the fuck they're at. They're way down there, and we can honestly kind of leave them down there. AI tends to hug left side, so whatever sides are left is where they're going to come from. They like to circle around from that flank, so you got to be kind of careful. Work's very boring. I actually hung a bunch of sheetrock today. So, you know, not quite as not you know, your kind of work necessarily, but I do dabble in a little bit of the trades. I just don't do it professionally. I do it for myself. I've got almost all of my sheetrock hung in one of the rooms in the house. I just need to I realized that I've got to run some more electrical, and I don't want to fucking run electrical after I've put up all the sheetrock. So yeah, and yeah, I'm holding off on putting up the last of it because I still need to get to where that piece goes. Man, I love these Dawn Guard. They're just such good units. A shame, an absolute shame that I almost want to rework them. I actually want to rework a lot of our units. It's just there's so much room for opportunities, right? And what I'll probably end up doing once we get the island under lockdown is I'm most likely going to reduce the amount of units I have in my retinues by a vast margin, and I'm going to start leveling up clan troops and then kingdom troops, right? Because I don't know if parties within my clan or kingdom actually give experience to a the units that they use. I don't know how that works. Oh, I'm on the offensive, aren't I? I am. Fuck. Okay. Okay. I mean, it's not the end of the world, right?
Forward! Archers! Forward!
Oh shit. We're just gonna have to slow roll our asses up here, right? And then cavalry. Honestly, cavalry, just go.
Attack!
There's 16 of you. I mean, you're gonna be able to wreck some havoc. You're not gonna be awesome or anything, but just go be a nuisance. I genuinely kind of don't care. I cannot be bothered by this. And then we'll just move some of the archers up a little bit further forward and have them to where they're... Is everyone firing at will? Yeah, okay, we're fine. Oh no, I'm getting shot at. Whatever shall I do? Cavalry, go fuck them up. Go take them out. You have couched lances. Are your lances couched? You are not couching. Why you no couch? Oh, you're couching now. Never mind. Oh, you're blocking, couching, blocking, couching, couching, blocking. Oh. Just thinking about it. They're doing a great job. I'm proud of them. We're just gonna have everyone engaged. Fuck it. I kind of don't give a shit. Cavalry, keep charging. Keep charging. Don't ever stop charging. Don't ever stop being you, cavalry. You're doing great jobs. Great things. Honestly, my cavalry is doing a lot more than I thought they would. I thought they would have been dead by now, but I mean, hey, I'll take what I can get, right? And now my archers are raining hell upon them, and they can feel it. They are feeling it. We've only lost 3 units. I mean, they haven't lost that many yet either. We got a lot of them just with shields up. See how this goes. I know how it's going to go. I just want to see, you know, when it's all said and done, how many units they lose, how many units we lose. Yeah, their backs literally pinned up to the edge of the map here. I need to change my freaking gear loadout on this guy. Also need to take a look at like how I've got him built for leveling and whatnot. Because while being a foot archer is a ton of fun when you're on a boat, it kind of fucking sucks when you're on like a large scale battlefield and you want to be able to actually be kind of near the action to help out and whatnot, right? Yeah, 8 of our units got knocked out. We captured everyone else. That's pretty dope. That was really, really good. All right, cool. The rest of this stuff I honestly don't care about. We don't need any food. We don't need any of this. We'll just leave it. And there we go. What? What? Oh, okay. I think I know what the issue was. I know what's going on. Bannerlord's in the same situation. You see this? One valid troop for these parties. These guys are starving. That's what's going on. They didn't have access to buy food. That's exactly what happened here. So this is what we need to do to fix this problem, right? First and foremost, I need to go to my party page. We're at 229 out of however many. I could just dismiss a lot of these guys. I still need to like actually rescue Bannerlord's party real quick. If I can. Nope. All right, we're just gonna send our troops forward. That should rescue everyone that got captured, in theory. And we just recruited 36 units. We captured 10, whatever. I kind of don't care about the 10 that we captured, but fine. And I don't care about any of the items either. All right. These guys have 32 prisoners as well. So what I'm going to do is Falarisa is taking care of a lot of this. What we kind of need to do is we just need to keep an eye on some of these deserters and whatnot, because that's the problem, right? Is that they have like a shit ton of prisoners when they shouldn't, because, well, kind of fucked up a little bit, but that's okay. Let's go to the keep, manage the garrison real quick, right? We have, we don't have too terribly like bad of units or anything like that, but we're gonna deposit basically everyone. I need this garrison to get built up anyway. We have 36 new Dawn, which is good news. We have Idruna and Naldar is here. Okay. I don't even remember who's married to who. Let me double check. Okay. But who are you married to? Who are you married to? I don't freaking know. Why will you... Okay. I have to left click. My bad. Spouse is Firger. Okay. And then Vanillin, your spouse is Naldar. Got it. So what I'm going to do, right, is I am... How big is our clan? How many kids we have? We have a decent amount. Okay, that's honestly not the end of the world. What I can do, right, is we can basically bank a couple of our units here and there, right? I don't know where Vanillin is, but it shouldn't be that big of a deal for us to go to manage this town. Never mind, I have to go to the clan. And what we'll do is we can go to our fiefs, right? And Hvalvik is by Naldar, so we can actually just say, hey, I need Vanillin. I have no idea where Vanillin is. Okay, that's fine. And then Idruna needs to go to the castle because she's married to what's his name, right? So yeah, we'll just move Idruna over there. That way they can, you know, do what they need to do. And then I need to figure out where Vanillin is, which is it Vanillin? Okay, Falarisa, you're fine because you're a random that I have. Vanillin, oh, you're regrouping. Okay, that makes sense. So now we're just gonna wait in Hvalvik, right? We could actually go see if we can hunt down that group of not looters, but that group of deserters that has like 30 plus prisoners. These guys have like 16 prisoners. It's a decent amount. We're making money hand over fist right now. And I don't know how many different prisoners we have in the actual castle, but I think we'll be okay when it's all said and done. All right. So our elite units are getting spawned in the villages of Bjornbeer and Hackershus, right? Like this is where our special units will go, and then we have all of our normies in these areas. Honestly, I think we're going to be okay. We can probably see if we can sue for peace. I don't even know what we can do here. Consider making peace, support of 0. I could try to directly force peace. We can look at stats. 21 to 21. We've inflicted a shit ton more casualties than they have. I don't know why it's saying 0 towns, castles, or any of that like captured, but I do have more war progress, so not entirely certain why I'm showing much more like I've got more war progress, but I did capture a town and a castle from them. So I'm not entirely certain why that's not showing correctly, but whatever. And last but not least, let's go ahead and take a look at like XP, right? So we've gotten 6,000 XP for the Dawnguard units, so we should be able to increase like one of their stats by, you know, about 15 or whatever. Dawn's Ray, they have 46,000 XP, but we can't do anything with them. This is one of the reasons, the fact that we have 46,000 XP on the Dawnguard or the Dawn's Ray is why I'm debating turning on shared XP pools. That way you don't have to like go and level up each individual unit, right? You can actually just, you know, let them kind of mooch off of your more used units. But the fact that you have to mooch them and whatnot feels kind of like dumb, right? So I feel like you need to use them to actually be able to really get some use out of them. I do know that our veteran, our militia and everything like that, they're capped out. Like these guys, I mean, our veteran spearmen aren't capped out or anything, but our regular spearmen are. Veteran spearmen are not. Our militia veteran archers are definitely capped out though. So we'll get our veteran spearmen up. But I mean, honestly, the only thing that we could really do is pump up their throwing to like 120 and then their athletics up. And that's basically all they need, right? Kingdom troops, on the other hand, these guys are going to need so much work. What we can do though is so the King's Champion, we can honestly get these guys built up really quick and easy. I'm not too terribly worried about these guys because they're cavalry units, right? It'll be super quick for us to just like max out riding and honestly either give them all polearm, or you could even put them all into throwing and then just watch an army of people with like throwing javelins just mow them all down. The Royal Guards will take a little bit longer to level up with how they're currently built, but that is what it is. And honestly, because we have it set up to where we can like fully refund points, what we could do is have these guys both set up as a cavalry units and then just turn our army into a cavalry unit and stop hiring all of our current retinue units besides these guys, and we'd be able to get these guys maxed out pretty quick. We do need to build up the actual kingdom units. The good news is very few, if not like basically none of these guys are going to be used yet because we don't have any other clans in the kingdom. It's not the end of the world quite yet, but it's definitely something we need to look into, right? So we have the Twilight's End, we have Dawn Warden, we have First Light. That's the Nord, War Proven, and Hearthguards, Dawn Ranger, Piercer, and Nord. Okay. I'm okay with recruiting those guys, and then we can head down here and recruit some more. And basically what I just want to do is I want to get these guys all squared away, get them like leveled up as best as we can. Defensive battles will probably be our best option for, you know. Oh, I was reading the prisoners and I thought they only had 8 people, but they actually have 156, so I'm not worried about these guys at all. But yeah, like I was saying, I kind of just need to get everyone leveled up here, and the best way to do that is to go and recruit a ton of units. Oh, I think I pulled a Nord in here somewhere. I did. Is there anyone else in here that I shouldn't have grabbed? No, I think that's it. I think we're good. All right, cool. I will go to the castle. It does feel bad to get rid of so many of the Dawn's Ray, but honestly, what we need to do is exactly that. Like, I can make it set up to where we only have like 50 of them or something, and honestly 50 is still probably plenty. So what I may do is drop it down to 30. The Dawn Guard, I do enjoy having a really nice solid like tanky infantry front line in some way, shape, or form, but I do know that if I don't like reduce the amount of units that I have in total, like these guys are just going to continuously spawn and take all the kills and take all the XP from these other units that are ultimately, these units are going to be the biggest factor in the game, because these are the units that my companions will use, right, whenever they're in an army. And then I need to build up my kingdom units, because those are going to be the units that the AI guys use, like allied clans that we take on. So I need to get all of our custom units built up, and I can't just rely on only my retinues. If I rely on only my retinues, then I have to do all the work, and me doing all the work gonna be kind of fucking annoying, not gonna lie. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the hiring limit for all these guys down to 0. Okay? I don't need any of them. And then when it comes to kingdom troops, I mean, hiring limit for these guys, like they are set. They're not terrible, but I don't think I need any of them either. Like, I think I'll be okay if I actually turn these guys down all the way as well. And then I can just go to the castle, pick up any noble recruits that these guys have been like grabbing, right? And then go from there. We can also build up a few different parties as well, just to have a couple of extra parties roaming around on the island here, which probably won't be the like a bad idea. We have a decent amount of troops in the okay, so we had a decent amount of troops in the garrison here, but not a ton. What we can do is check the garrison of Hvalvik, which they're working on recruiting a ton of new Dawn. Those are getting slowly upgraded, like Dawn's End and whatnot. But ultimately, I mean, they don't have a ton of people or anything either. They've recruited 117 troops. I mean, it's fine. What I need to do, right, is we need to do the exact same thing over here and send out a mass recruiter. And kind of what I'm looking at here is I want these guys to be pretty beefed up. I need these guys to be beefed up. I need them to continuously upgrade everyone as well. Like, what we could do is just create a new recruiter. We can go to the garrison, actually deposit some of these units. We don't want to deposit everybody, but some of them we can. And I will take some of these guys as well, just so I can get them set up. And then I could just turn all of the cavalry units that we have into recruiters, but honestly, it's not going to work out well. So we could just do this. Honestly, this should be fine. Take a look at our units here. Get these guys upgraded. I don't actually have a ton of horses, so I don't think we should upgrade any of our guys with horses if we can help it, right? Veterans, and then we get Dawn Warden veterans, and then Dawn Breakers. So let's go for Dawn Breakers so we can get them at least tiered up. And then Dawn's End, we have Spear and Watch. Okay, I mean, I'm fine with either of those, honestly, but let's go with the Spears. We could also start being assholes and murdering everybody. We could definitely do that. Vanillin staying in Hvalvik, I'm okay with that. We could probably turn, I don't think Alda would be a very good party leader, but we can probably turn a couple of our companions into actual party leaders. and see how well that would work out. A lot of them don't really have high steward though. I think Alina may be the one of the better options that we have, just due to like 113 steward. But ultimately, like you actually kind of want to have decent tactics on them too. If they don't have good tactics, then they're not going to actually be good at fighting, because all tactics does is tactics gives you bonuses and whatnot based off of auto-resolving battles, right? And all the AI is auto-resolving battles. It's like simulating battles, right? So when everything's said and done, tactics isn't really that important, I don't think, for like your personal unit, but it's pretty important on AI units that you want to have leading armies. And don't get me wrong, like some of these things are actually pretty nice too. Like you get extra 10 party size, or increased damage when you're confronting enemy and whatnot. And some of these bonuses are cool, but the actual like simulation advantage and everything like that, not really that big of a deal. Decreasing the sacrifice number of troops when you're trying to get away, I mean, yeah, that's important, but I mean, how often do you really try to get away, kind of thing? So just something to think about. Let's go to the keep and garrison here, and we're gonna pull some units in, and see if we can get some more guys tiered up, right? So 77 new Dawn, that's quite a bit, and then we'll bring in a bunch of the Dawns, and honestly, we'll just bring in pretty much everyone that isn't a straight up like yeah, we'll bring in basically everyone that is one of our units and go from there. We'll drop one of these guys, and then we're just gonna wait. And I'm hoping that with the leadership bonus mod that we have, I'll be able to get these guys at least upgraded to where they need to be fairly quickly, and then we can go from there. And to get them leveled up, we're probably gonna do some like naval combat or something, because there's oh shit, there's a fucking army of deserters right here. 53 deserters, that is a fuck ton. That's exactly what I want to fight too. 53 deserters, please. Oh, please. Okay, cool. And honestly, I think this is the type of scenario where what you do is you just kind of F1, F3. Like, I mean, honestly, like all these units, I kind of don't care about, right? Like, if they're in my retinues, awesome. Doesn't matter. We outnumber them. What? Fucking 5-1. 6-1 almost. Oh, with the patrol too. Yeah, I genuinely don't care. I straight up do not give a shit. Our cavalry may be enough to just completely decimate them before our infantry and archers even get close. And if that's what happens, that's what happens. So well, this is just a standard F1, F3. We're gonna see what happens. Kind of let play out a little bit here. And the reason why we didn't auto resolve it or anything like that, right, is we don't gain troop XP if we auto resolve. So we kind of just need to let it happen, and we also need to not take any of the kills. Let the AI do what they need to do. Let them get XP, and then that will hopefully help out. It'll help out some of our units regardless, as long as our Dawn's Ray aren't getting a bunch of kills, right? And we can check this out too by seeing who all is getting kills. So we have the King's Champions, and then we have 4 kills for Twilight's End veterans. And the Twilight's End veterans are definitely units that need that, because those are the clan troops that we have. The King's Champions I'm okay with, because that's part of our royal retinue, and honestly they need kills. So that is what it is. I'd be fine if the New Dawn got a lot of kills. I'd be fine with a lot of these. Honestly, New Dawn I don't want. I actually want most of the like ones that say veterans are the ones I actually want to get kills. New Dawn does not matter to me. So we'll see. Oh, Dawn Ranger veterans, I'm okay with that. Cool. Dawn's Ray got a kill, but it's not the end of the world. Dawn Spear Veteran. All right. Okay. We're doing some stuff. We're doing some stuff and things. And the Dawn's Rays only got 2 kills. I'm actually really happy about that, because they're the only units that are actually fully capped out, really. So then we'll do, you know what, we have a lot of Dawn Breakers, but let's do Dawn Wardens for that. And then we are going to do a decent amount of Dawn Watch, and then the rest there, and then the new Dawn. Let's upgrade all of them to Dawn's Light for funsies, because, well, why not? And then we got Destrier, and then the rest of this stuff I could not give a damn about. When it comes down to actual troops, what are we looking like here? Twilight's End Veteran. You guys need a lot of XP, and the best way for me to get you this much XP is for me to literally make my entire army out of you. So what's probably going to end up happening is I'm going to pick a singular unit type to grind levels in, and then what we're going to do is we're going to have to custom make each army to be that, so we can level them up. And we still technically are at war, right? So I need to be kind of mindful of what we're doing. And oh right, I also need to buy a thing here. What do we have? We have like, well, some random shit out here. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to buy the freaking wine press, because something tells me the wine press isn't going to be really applicable right now.
I am honored to meet you.
47,000 for a wine press? What? How much money does this wine press make? Mechanic's only making... Oh, well, this is halted. Why is it halted? Rebel activity in town. Okay. And this says rebel activity in the town too. Okay. Can I just sell the workshop? Yeah. Here, sell the workshops. I don't need them. Something tells me we're not going to make any money with a wine press here. I mean, something also tells me we're not going to really make very much money with a smithy either. But, I mean, whatever. The pottery shop's making money, so that's nice. We have Gripsby. What else can we do here? Yo, what's going on, Red? How you doing, my man? You got a woodwork shop? Yeah, here, I'll buy it. Do you guys even have wood here? No. Okay, hold up. What does Hvalvik have? Like, what kind of things does this freaking town have? Real quick, before I do anything dumb. Manage the town. Hvalvik has a smithy, a tannery, and a woodwork shop, and we're gonna swap the woodwork shop to being a brewery so we can actually make beer out of the freaking wheat here. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We can do that. Let's go to the clan. Let's go to other and woodwork shop, swapping this bad boy around to being a brewery, because there's nothing else here, right, that we can actually like make shit with. Like, they have all this for oil, flax, linen, I mean hides, leather. Like most of our stuff's like fish, or you know, like all sorts of stuff, right? Like we can do fish. Wait, what did I just do? Did I just fuck something up? Oh yeah, so we got the brewery. The smithy is actually turning a profit. Was not expecting the smithy to make that much money, but yeah. You made more for the first time in your own faction. I'm not sure what you're saying, Red. Yeah, but yes, this is the first time I've made my own faction in Bannerlord. I honestly haven't beaten Bannerlord before, or like done a full map painting or anything like that. I haven't actually done too much in Bannerlord because I always get bored. Like, after, you know, so long. This is probably the furthest I've gotten when it comes down to making my own kingdom, but we do have the custom kingdom bullshit, right, mods. So we'll be able to make our custom troop trees, and that's one of the things that's going to take us a while for this, is actually getting everything leveled up. And we need to own our smithy for 30 days, which is not the end of the world. Okay, what are we looking like on our fleet? We have, what, 2 ships? We have 2 ships. What is our fleet capacity? 294. So we've got plenty, right? We have a trade cog to help us carry the loot. We have 2 dromons, which is absolutely freaking fantastic. I'm not sure what we have for the rest of our troops. We can... Let's get these guys all leveled up first, real quick, before I get too distracted. Let's get those guys prepped. These guys prepped. Conspirator veterans. Okay, cool. These guys are all doing pretty good. We do have a decent amount of prisoners. We can bank those here. Yeah, what we kind of want to do here, right? Prisoners of Hvalvik is empty, so we got plenty of space here. We want to get our army to where we can do a lot of pointed leveling for our troops, right? So we need to go to the garrison, and we kind of need to pick and choose what we're pulling in and spitting out, because we have a ton of like super low end recruits here that we really need to get like tiered up. Because the veterans of the Dawn Rangers and the Piercers are what we need for, you know, a lot of things. Dawnbreaker recruits, actually they don't have a veteran version yet. Twilight's End veterans, I think those are as good as those guys get currently. Dawn Spear veterans, yep, okay. Dawn Piercer recruits, these guys need to level up. The Dawn Watch veterans, I think, are at their... And then the Dawn Warden veterans are as high as those guys go so far. So a lot of the veteran troops, honestly, really good for us. We just need to, you know, get everyone banked for the time being while we're working on getting everyone leveled up and, you know, getting a couple of like solid stacks of units, right? Okay, hold up. And we'll just wait here. This is also giving us a shit ton of leadership XP every time we go in and do a mass like tier up and whatnot of everybody. So we're doing pretty good on that. It doesn't look like these guys have too many.
I am glad to meet you.
Okay, I'll send someone who fits the bill. We'll send in Lundana, and we'll give Lundana... Honestly, give Lundana our cavalry. I really don't care. Okay, we have a quest over here. We do need to build another... Bro, we are making so much fucking money right now. Holy shit. We do need to build a couple more parties, right? So we only have 2 out of the 4. We have 2 garrisons. Our garrisons are not built up the way that I want them to be, which is another reason why our wages are so far down, because we did have 4 full parties of about 150 troops, and they kind of got their asses handed to them. So that's kind of my fault for letting them starve. Did not anticipate my parties all deciding to starve and just stop eating. Oops. But yeah, okay. New Dawn, we'll get you guys set up to more Dawn's Light. We're just gonna get all these freaking ranged units prepped and ready, because honestly, the ranged units are like really easy to level, but they're also so freaking valuable for defensive battles. Ranged superiority is so important in this game. And as long as you're playing in like vanilla-ish, right? Ranged units are like king, 100% king. And if you don't use like a lot of ranged units in a vanilla, you're kind of just going to be foobarred. Like you can have a shit ton of it, like in just complete vanilla Bannerlord. You can have a shit ton of cavalry, right? Of like non-horse archer cavalry, because horse archers, honestly, horse archers are the equivalent of stealth archers in Skyrim, in the Mountain Blade universe. So like they're just fucking broken. All right, but for the most part, bro, horse archers are dumb, but I mean you can have a bunch of Imperial cataphracts, right? I think that's how they're pronounced. And if you're up against, like, let's say you have 200 cataphracts and like 200 Fiend champions or whatever, those Fiend champions are gonna fuck up the cataphracts before they even get to them. Like, absolutely decimate them. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. Now, if you don't have Fiend champions, then yeah, the cavalry's gonna win. But if you're looking at like the best fucking archers versus the best cavalry out there, it ain't gonna even be close at all in a 1-to-1 for the most part, especially if you actually outnumber the cavalry with archers. It's kind of dumb. What are we doing here? Manage the garrison. Going to dump more of these guys in here because I don't need all these guys. And then we want, I don't want the Nord younglings, I don't care about them. Dawn's End, and then we are going to grab some more of these guys. Yeah, some more of the recruits. Now all these guys are suddenly veterans, and we're increasing the troop quality that we have here, while also increasing leadership skill, which is great. But then we have a, you know, we'll have a castle over here that we need to go do the same thing at. Speaking of which, make our way up there. I think that every unit that we do have does gain a very, very, very small amount of experience for the custom tree calculation every day whenever you have them in the party, due to how this leadership XP works. I think they gain a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. So in theory, just parking it somewhere and, you know, holding on to them for a bit should help. Now it's probably not gonna, you know, do a whole lot, but might help. Wow, dude, there's so many freaking units here that I need to kind of figure out what's what. Yeah, we can take those guys, we can take those guys, those guys, those guys. I think that's everybody that isn't fully recruited yet, or leveled up yet. Okay, yeah, we'll increase morale. Why not? That helps our steward level out quite a bit. What else do we have here? Character, we charms at 186, leadership's at 194, lead by example, and then trusted commander, plus 20 experience for troops when they're set to confront the enemy. Trusted commander is not terrible, but I feel like that's just kind of whatever. And then steward at 242, at 250, reducing food consumption while you're in siege. And then you also have Master of Warcraft, minus 25% troop wages while you're in siege, and then price of loyalty. Reduces food, wages, and combat related morale law. Oh my, ooh. For every point above 250 in your party, and that's when you're quartermaster. Okay, so, and that requires 275. So you're looking at 12.5% reduction of food consumption, wages, and combat related morale loss. Just by unlocking this, and it'll go up for even more. And then increasing your tax income for each skill point above 200 in the governed settlement. What the fuck? Bro, that increases your tax income by like 32.5%. No, I can't fucking math. Sorry about that. 37.5%. Just by getting price of loyalty. Holy fuck. Now, we don't have enough intelligence to actually fucking get that. Holy shit, 37.5% increase on taxes? Bro, that is That's a lot of money. Think about that. Think of all that settlement income we got. You can now increase it by 30%. Holy shit. That is just astronomical amount. Okay, we have a lot of Dawn Piercer veterans now, and we are going to just keep upgrading everyone here. Oh man, I wish I could get more of these freaking cavalry units. We need to go and recruit some more units here. Okay, let's go to the garrison. Do we have anyone that we can drop yet? I feel like I just made a shit ton of veterans. Okay, I can drop these guys. Can I drop these guys? I can. Okay, cool. And drop 89 of those, so that's awesome. And that should be plenty for us. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go see if there's any cavalry units over here. Then I'm also going to check and see what we're looking like for what horses we have equipped. We have a Palmation here, which is arguably one of the better things that we even have available to us, right? And then our harness, we could upgrade to Cataphract Scale Barding, which would upgrade our horse armor quite a bit. Cost a metric fuck ton though, so that's pretty freaking disgusting. And then Twilight's End veterans, and then once these guys get to tier 5, I think that's what this is, right? And I think that's tier 5. Tier 5 will upgrade their armor a bit and actually give them a something that's not awful. But either way, I need to get these guys, need to recruit more so we can get like an actual doom stack of everything. Because if I've got 200 of a specific unit type, right, almost every kill I get is going to go to those guys, and it's going to help us out quite a bit. No cavalry that are available to us. I actually just don't even want to bother doing anything here. Then we'll move over here. I don't see much in the way of armies coming our way here. I accidentally clicked the wrong button. I do not want to be here. I don't want to walk through any of this shit. And we have no cavalry units that we can recruit here either. Okay, well, and so much for that. I'm glad I wasted my freaking time. Valerisa, let's take a look at your party. I want to see if you have any units that I can use. Come here, come hither. Hither. I must see what units you have. If you have units that I can use, I will gladly take them from you, and I will give you some random bullshit. Random bullshit. See, some of these guys are going to be useful, but something tells me you don't have what I want, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. I will figure it out. How many cavalry units you have? You have 1 cavalry unit, and I'm pretty sure it's you. God, that's going to be awful. All right, let me see your troops. You have a large amount of veteran units. Cool. And you have some prisoners, and you have no cavalry. No cavalry whatsoever besides you yourself. Okay. I see how it is. All right, whatever. I died. What do you have for boats? Let me see your boats. You have a Corbita, a Liburna, 2 Liburnas, and a Western Galley. Okay, you have plenty of boats. I haven't upgraded any of them, but I honestly don't care. You'll be fine. And if your party gets wiped out at sea, then you lose your boats, and then I'm out whatever money. Trade agreement with the Sturgeons. Hell yeah, we're gonna sign a trade agreement with the Sturgeons. Give me more money. Speaking of which, diplomacy. Can we? You guys want to sue for peace? Maybe. I send a message. If you're a fugitive and doesn't want to be found, the messenger won't be able to reach the addressee. Okay. How are you a fugitive? What did you do? Defect? What's going on here? Okay, there's a quest over here. Let's figure out what's going on. I need access to the commons. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we can do that. No risk of failure. Okay, yeah, we'll send you in, and you can take all of the Royal Guard. Take the Royal Guard. Go have fun. And yeah. We have another quest over here in Hvalvik. Okay. Okay. They skin their beasts in the woods and go into the village after midnight to stash the hides. Okay, so Army of Poachers. Where is Army of Poachers? Oh, it's in Grimsby. So we need to go at night. Okay, that's fine. And we have all of our units are away, so these are the type of units that we actually want to use. Spare the Dawn's Ray. We have the Dawn's Ray back. Fuck. Okay. Honestly, we can just get rid of them. I could probably just drop them. Right. Yep. We won't recruit any of them back or anything like that anytime soon. And then when it's time for us to recruit more, or we feel like we need more, then we can actually go worry about it. But for the time being, let's focus on building up our clan troops and then going from there. We only have 83 units in our current stack, which should be fine. Should be plenty. I don't know if we made it. We did not make it. Okay. I don't even need to bother selecting what troops I have because we're pulling them all in. And this is going to be one of those. Oh, wow. I thought this was a village. No village, just massive deployable area. Where's the village? Okay, whatever. All right. I mean, okay. Did not expect that at all, but and we'll get these guys up here on this little ridge, get them spread out a wee bit more. And then we do have a little bit of cavalry, but I need to be careful with the cavalry because we only have 4 or 3. Okay, so we have nothing but units that should actually be, you know, these guys are good units, don't get me wrong. They are good. Like, we've got Dawn Watch and everything like that. These guys are not bad units. They're just not our best units by any means. So we're gonna wait for everyone to get close, and you know, we'll go from there. I'm hoping the militia do not take all of our kills, because they have these aren't even our special militia or anything like that, right? So that's what I'm hoping. Now, what ends up happening happens. Like, whatever happens happens. But let's go. We'll see how good these Rangers and everything are. I haven't actually seen the Dawn Rangers in action, or the Dawn Piercers or anything like that in action before, so see how good they are. Or paid too much attention to them. I've always let the Dawn's Ray do all the work. All right, so far, one of the Rangers has gotten a kill. We've lost one of our horsemen already. Dawn Watch, which are some of our infantry units, are starting to actually get ranged weapon kills. Dawnbreaker doing the same thing. Spears doing the same thing. Perrin and Light Ghost, we're getting a little bit of stuff in here. Okay. I mean, I don't hate this, right? I will say that I need to get our cavalry out of there because I don't want them to die. It is kind of a pain in the ass to get cavalry, and I only have 3 of them right now. I probably should have brought more, but it is what it is. And we're just going to see how well this goes. All right. You guys charge. You guys charge, and you guys charge. Go take care of it. Easy peasy. Should not be that many of them left, right? We've taken out like over half. Their numbers are reduced. We should be fine, and we'll just watch. So far, 5 kills for the 6 kills for the. Oh my god, dude! Why do you have 6? I wanted all of them for me. We'll see how many they get at the end, right? I'm not thinking they're gonna have that many, but you never know. I guess we don't have any Dawn Piercers in our party, right? Doesn't look like it.
Everyone, attack!
Earn 95% of the loot. I don't need any of those prisoners, so I don't care. Oh, you know what? They're all prisoners. They're not recruits. Then yeah, I'll take them. Roundseys. Okay. Okay. We don't need those. We don't need any of that. That should unlock Roundseys for us, though. Yep. All right. Cool. And now we're going to fight the poachers. There's not going to be very much of a deal that we got to worry about at all right now, right?
Infantry!
They have a ton of archers, though. How many units did we get? Oh, okay, fine. Okay, so all they have are archers. That's a lot of archers. This was a awkward spawn. What on earth is going on here? It's 19 here. We have 10 archers over here.
Onward!
What on? Whatever. Just fuck it. Everyone just engage. I just don't care. I do not care. Cavalry. You guys are gonna die if you go in with only 2. We're gonna have you hold back. See, somehow it looks to me like the DLC towns just don't fucking exist as battle maps. Kind of weird. Like, just kind of what it looks like to me, at least, right? So, whatever. Oh no, I'm getting shot. You just hide behind my horse real quick. Oh, that didn't last long. Okay, so our archers are getting a lot of the kills, which is fine. Honestly, kind of expected. Oh wow, our Dawn Spears just got a shit ton. I think they got within throwing weapon range. I think that's what happened there. Because I'm pretty sure they just instantly turned around and like instantly took everybody out. And now there's only one enemy unit, and it's this guy right here. I'm almost positive it's him. Come on, cavalry, do your job. Do your job. Take him out. Don't make me have to do the work for you. Take him out.
Heaven save us!
Oh, I guess Arwa got the kill instead. We did lose a unit. We lost one of our Dawnbreakers. That's kind of sad. 22 poachers. We can take them. I mean, might as well. We will take all the leather because that's actually useful stuff. We can like craft armor with it and whatnot, but for the most part, it doesn't really matter. Keep your coin. We don't need any of it. And then, yeah, we're good to go. Completing a couple of these quests, getting those handled, and then what else do we got here? Ooh, +1 endurance. Okay, that would give us 4 endurance, right? That would help us out a little bit. +1 daily loyalty and governed settlement, or reducing overburdened speed penalty and increasing hearth growth in villages bound to governed settlement. So increase our endurance. I feel like increasing endurance is probably the better option here. Okay. Now, all of these guys are still veterans, right? So we can't actually like level them up from a troop perspective, but we can still go in and see how many skill points we can actually use and do some stuff with. We have a lot of things that we could try to sell, but we're not really wanting for money. Don't really need it, so I'm gonna hold off on doing any of that. And we'll start really spending a lot of our money once we start fleshing out the kingdom troops. And the kingdom troops is going to be kind of a pain in the ass to do, but yeah. Twilight's End veterans, we really just have not gotten much XP for them, have we? I mean, get them up to close to 80 throwing. I mean, not 80, but 50 throwing might help. But ultimately, these guys are just kind of not good units currently. We'll have to get them there. We will have to get them there. Dawn Breakers and the Warden Veterans. Warden Veterans do fairly well here. What else? You guys are one-handed, and then you guys are literally a carbon copy of the Dawn Guard. Noted. Okay, so you don't have enough XP for me to actually do anything for you. Dawn Breakers are two-handed and throwing, and you also have spears. Interesting combo that I put you together with, but I mean, it's fine. We have 35 more points, which 10 go into pole arms, 10 go into athletics, and then you have 20, not 25, you would have 15 to go into throwing. I mean, that's not terrible, right? I'm not mad about that by any means, so that's not the end of the world. Yeah, okay. And honestly, the more and more I have to deal with this, the more and more I'm like, man, I should really just accept the fact that I should, you know, put on shared XP. Shared XP would be so much quicker, like insanely quicker. But also, I kind of don't. Because if I put on shared XP, right, suddenly all of my units just get like really fucking good, and then there's no like painful growth. You don't have to work for it at that point because you already have it all banked. I feel like the working for it is the fun part, right? So, and unfortunately, I can't do a lot of the doctrines or anything yet because we haven't hit the like Iron Discipline. I can't gain +5 to skill caps because I haven't upgraded 100 basic custom troops to max tier. I haven't done that yet. Save 3 caravan or villager parties from enemy attacks. Okay, and this gives us +20% retinue morale. I do want to get road wardens at some point, right? Because this is going to unlock caravan troops, and we'll be able to do custom caravans, which would be kind of fun. And then unlocking villager troops, not sure what the fuck that is. And then captains. Captains is going to be huge because that gives us the ability to turn our units into heroes, I think, or something like that. Like make them into companions to some extent, which would be really cool. And then clan traditions. This is a really big one here. So yeah, we'll have to worry about that. But honestly, these guys did not gain very much XP from any of those fights, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. What we are going to do is we're going to go to the dungeon, we're going to manage our prisoners, drop all these guys off. Then what we are also going to do is we are going to go to the garrison and we are going to pull units out. So if we bank everyone, we have 12 cavalry units. We have 12 Twilight's End, which just is not enough for us to do what we need to do with these guys. So these guys need to stay banked so we get more, right? What I can do though is we can pull all of our Dawn Breakers, or Dawn Watch, and then Warden, right? And then we can pull the Spearmen, and we still have 140 units to go, which is boom, boom. And we are 1 over, which, boom. Dawn Watch, congratulations, you're staying here. Which is great. Now what I can do, right, is I can go and say these guys, garrison-wise, we're gonna transfer some of these guys to Hvalvik, right? Because they have 230 units. They don't need all 230 units by any means. So we're going to take, you know, a large amount of their Dawn Piercer veterans. We will take a decent amount of their wardens, and then they have some Dawn Piercers, but not a ton. And we're just going to take some of these guys and kind of go from there, right? And we're going to take all the hodgepodge guys that they don't need whatsoever, which are just the Nord units. We could convert the Nord units over, but it doesn't really matter. And then the Twilight's End, I wouldn't mind getting all those guys eventually grouped together, but it's not that big of a deal currently. We only have 92 troops in that garrison, but all things considered, I think we'll be okay. So they're going to work on transferring Hvalvik. I don't think Hvalvik actually needs to do a transfer because they don't have that many units. And what we're also going to do is we are going to set up max recruitment for like 250 now, right? Yeah, fuck it. We'll just set it right around there. That's fine. I could create a template, but honestly, I'm not entirely certain what the template will do. And we'll just kind of, the number of troops a recruiter needs to recruit before returning. Let's do 50. I mean, any, and maybe I don't want to do that. That's gonna be a pretty small party. Okay, then training. These guys are gonna go up to whatever. I could create a new template, right? Add a troop, ranged unit, continue, and then we have, I don't even know what the Vacan is, but we don't have, oh, well, I guess we have Nord, right? Oh, these guys count because they're Nord troops, so our guys actually count here, which is cool, but also, like, Jesus Christ, this doesn't really help because they don't gain extra like XP or anything like that. All right, this is fine. We have our units. We should be okay. I do need to create a couple of parties to help patrol this island, but honestly, for the time being, I think we'll be fine. And hopefully we don't get attacked while I'm gone. And if we do, then I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. But in the meantime, we need to go, and we are going to start fucking some shit up over here. Now, we only have 265 troops. I'm not positive how well this is going to work for us, right? If we try to do like anything on the mainland. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I have zero fucking confidence in how our current composition is going to work on the mainland or anything like that, because then we have to actually worry about other shit. But yeah, these guys should be fine. Setting them to engage. Honestly, if I did the shooting on this, it would probably it'd probably be beneficial for me, but I kind of wanting my actual units on board to do the majority of the fighting. So what we're going to do is we're just going to row up to the Sea Raiders and take them out, and let whatever ballista shots do, right? Looks like whoever's shooting the ballista is not doing the best job of hitting anything, but you never know. Who knows? Maybe that's a one of our custom troops. That is one of our custom troops. Maybe he'll get some hits in and actually get us some XP. Oh, or get him some XP, right? See, boom. And that is one of our Dawn Rangers. Actually got those, so that's pretty cool. Nope, we lost one of our Dawn Piercers. Damn, tragic. I think we're doing fine though. They have a single boat left, and it is almost completely out of units. And now it's out of units. We won. It's easy. I kind of expected it to be pretty easy though, so leave some of these guys behind because we don't need literally any of this. We have plenty of food. We have plenty of everything. Honestly, we could send these off to the rest of our... Oh, we could probably send that to the plan. All right, we're going to go to Ostican. We're actually going to take Turby. And we could go take Carbanzith as well. We could actually get a foothold into the mainland over here. And I mean, yeah, sure, there's some more Nord areas up here that we need to go take care of too, because that's their actual like homeland. But for the most part, we should be fine. Turby, I feel like over here we'll actually have a pretty good chance of doing some stuff over here. We have 878 defenders in Hvalvik. A lot of it's the militia. And then how many defenders do we have in Harcushus? Harcushus is only 479. I mean, honestly, it should be fine. Should be fine. Okay, you have 2 endurance, 2 cunning, 2 social, 2 intelligence. We are going to set you up to have... I mean, honestly, I could set you up with more cunning, right? Because that'll actually give us tactics, and that would make you a pretty decent auto-resolver, especially if I give you cunning as well as, like, intelligence. We'll give you playing board games. You have 4 cunning already. That's pretty good. Okay. Now we are going to repair our stuff. Manage the fleet, because I never actually sent any of these ships out, right? I accidentally already repaired them all, so I mean, it is what it is. It only cost us like 5k to repair these, though. So having a bunch of long ships isn't the end of the world. I mean, honestly, we'll be fine. We'll just leave it there. Okay. Oop. We go to the town center and leave. I genuinely don't care about any of this. Okay, Lundana is back with 26 troops. What troops did you bring back? What troops do we have here? Oh, the King's Champions. Yeah, I don't care about any of this. We're gonna drop them. They're free troops anyway, so it's fine. We'll get them back. They're retinues. We are going to assault the hideout with the Dawn Warden veterans would probably be the better option, but we're gonna send in our Dawnbreakers. We're gonna send in the Dawnbreakers. We're gonna see how well they do. I have zero idea how well this is gonna go, but we'll see. Okay, they've thrown a lot of javelins so far and gotten 0 kills. First kill. Cool. There you go. There you go. How many... Oh my god, you guys are gonna run out of freaking harpoons or whatever it is that you have. Oh, it's a good thing you can pick them up. You have only killed 2 guys. And look at all the ammo you used to do it. Okay, well. I'm proud of you guys. The good news is letting a one of your a single troop type clear out like a hideout via assault will actually get you about 1,000 XP for them. So 1,000 XP is a decent amount. It's not enough to, you know, max out anything or anything like that, right? But I mean, 1,000 XP is, you know, at least 5 stat points for most unit tiers where we're currently at. I mean, we've lost 1 unit, but we're doing pretty good so far. Looks like these guys are all using their 2-handed weapons or throwing. They're not really opting for the spears, which is honestly fine. I just want to see how well they do. I wonder if there's a way for us to set them up to do a spear wall, like a actual like command for that, like where they just brace their spears against cavalry charges. I'm surprised that guy didn't die, honestly. He just took like 3 harpoons to the chest. They're doing so good though. We've only lost 1 unit, and these guys don't even have the best armor I can give them or anything. I don't want all of my units to just be like maxed out in armor or anything like that, right? I want them to have a sense of progression. If everyone was just instantly great and like maxed out fully, then it'd be kind of dumb. So I want there to be a sense of progression. I also don't want to spend a fuck ton of money. I know I've got 2 mil in the bank, but 2 mil in the bank ultimately, like, while it's a lot, and I shouldn't have to worry about money. If I spend it all out the wazoo here, I will have to worry about money. Oh! I don't like this. I don't like you. All right, cool. All right, so we've lost 3 units so far. Not the end of the world, but I mean, losing a couple of units does kind of suck. And then the good news is we should be able to ooh, the question is, do I want to do the duel? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 11 more kills. That's 11 more kills worth of XP for these guys. I don't fight duels with brigands. Let them take them out. All right, there we go. We'll take the prisoners because why not? I'm not gonna take any of that though. We still have over 400 food, which is plenty, and they only have 356 defenders of Turby. So what that means is we're gonna go fight Turby, and hopefully they try to sally out. Lose 10 of your troops and breach the wall. A breach is not worth the losses, or we can, you know, lose 10 troops. You know what? It's not worth it. It really isn't. And first things first, we'll build a battering ram, followed by a couple of siege towers, and then we will do... we could do trebs, right? Like, honestly, trebs wouldn't be the end of the world. Catapults would also be good too, but you know what? We'll do trebs. And when we take this, we should be fine. Can you guys sally out and take me out, please? It'd be great. Come on. Come on. You got a couple of armies here, right? A couple parties here. You can do it. I'm proud of you. I believe in you. I honestly don't know if I can handle a sally out. Yeah, if they decided to like brute force me right now, like I don't have my normal retinue troops, so I'd be losing out on a very strong army type to whatever the hell I've got, which consists of 137 archers, 126 infantry, and 2 cavalry units. 2 cavalry units are most likely companion units, and one of which is being me. So that's not the end of the world, and honestly, this is not the best archer to infantry ratio that I could be running, but it's better than what I've had in the past. So yeah, we do have the equipment currently. These guys are working on doing some stuff, but I'm waiting for them to bring another party. If they bring one more party up here, we're gonna be solid. It's gonna be great, because I want them to come to us, right? I want them to sally out. If they can sally out, then we'll be better off. Actually fighting them and besieging them is not going to be nearly as fun. But it shouldn't be that big of a deal either, though, because, I mean, we can eventually take them out. From what I've seen, you cannot starve out armies or anything like that anymore. So I think they broke that with the DLC. So I can reduce their numbers by just bombarding the shit out of them with trebs, right? But oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Oh. Oh yeah. Okay. Awesome. Select my troops. This is where men are made, right? Yep. So first things first, we're taking all of our ranged units. 146 units. Okay, maybe not all, but we're taking vast majority of our range units. And then what we really need is we want our Dawn Wardens are the best units that we have, period. currently. And then we want some of the Dawn Watch, right? And then we do want some of the Dawn Breakers. And some of the Dawn Spears. Honestly, probably crank up the Dawn Watch a little bit. And then we can actually take the last of our Royal Guard. That's pretty much what I'm thinking here. I'm thinking this is probably our best option. This gives us 120 archers to try and keep them at bay while our infantry hold lines. And we do have some pretty solid infantry. It's not going to be the easiest fight by any means, but I'm hopefully confident enough in our archers' abilities to do what they need to do, right? Because they do have 120 in bow and crossbow respectively between our rangers and piercers. So I'm hoping that we're not going to be completely foobarred. Hoping. Honestly, let's just upgrade their athletics instead. Yep, athletics I'm okay with. And then the piercers, you're already maxed out there. We're going to work on your athletics as well. Okay. You guys have a little bit of XP. Okay, cool. And you are what? Throwing, one-handed, and polearm. Wow. Okay. That's awesome. I cannot believe we did this. Oh, wow. Some of these guys do not have good stats. Like, I'm just looking at it and I'm like, man, these guys need XP, something fierce, which is why we're doing this, right? It's exactly why we're doing this, but oy, I was hoping that we would be in a little bit better spot. Dawn Breakers did get a decent amount of XP there during that last fight. Let's crank out that to get maxed out on athletics, and that's all the XP they had. But next step will be maxing out polearm and then finally throwing. We'll get whatever's left. And we have the Dawn Warden veterans. They don't have enough XP to actually pump anything up, but yeah. Okay. I mean, we're not in terrible shape. We're just not great right now. And then we can honestly just start putting some points for the Dawn Guard into like throwing or whatever. Start getting them at least kind of leveled up towards the 285 skill cap. I wish we had the 285 skill cap on the Dawn's Ray, because 285 in bow would be absolutely disgusting, but you know, honestly, 285 in bow seems a little too broken. I can only imagine how well that would go, and that would go really poorly for anyone who had to fight us. 285 in bow, bro, can you imagine? Can you fucking imagine 285 skill points in archery? Ugh. You guys would never be able to do anything. It would just fall over. It would fall over. Okay. Let's actually survey the battlefield a little bit here. We're going to be pushing towards us, of course, right? So what we actually want to do is we want to be able to come up on this ridge, and it looks like this is a bit of a ridge, right? I think let's see if I can get a little bit of a height look here. All right. So what we want is we actually want our archers to be either on the top of this ridge, or we want to be over here. We're going to take this hill. We're going to take everyone that we have. Right. Lundana, I think you're infantry. Lycos, you're definitely infantry. Alda, infantry. Arwa is cavalry. Okay. And what we're going to do is we are going to move every group that we have over here, right? And then I'm going to run up there, and we are going to have to get everyone in order, right? I think ultimately that's what we have to do. And then we'll move the cavalry over here, even though the cavalry is just a single unit. All right, cool. And I'm on my horse. We need to get on top of this fucking mountain over here. We have to get over there. We have to get there quick. First and foremost, just start getting everyone moved up there. Right? If it takes a little bit of time, it's not the end of the world. I just want everyone to get to the point where we can at least be somewhat prepared for this fight. Cool. So up here,
infantry,
should be okay for the most part. Get some infantry set up. That's the edge of the map. Cool.
Forward! You heard it! Moving! Move!
And then cavalry will move over here. Okay. Because I think the edge of the map's actually right over here. Because I can't move my units this way. Yeah, okay. So the edge of the map's literally right here. And we'll be pulling our units as close to that as we can. And hopefully we're not going to be in too much trouble here. Get these guys over here. And honestly, we should be fine. Should be fine. We're going to see how well this goes. Yeah. Okay. I'm not too terribly worried. We have better units than they do, I think. I don't know. I mean, we're getting a lot more kills than them, right? But that doesn't necessarily mean we have better unit composition or anything. It just means that they're sitting there and they don't have good shields or something like that in order, and we're just whittling them down. Okay. You guys are gonna hold your fire. We're honestly doing okay currently. I mean, we're shredding them down. Our archers are going to get a shit ton of XP from this, though. So our archer units for the clan are going to be doing really well, right? Yep.
Infantry! 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 Forward!
Are these guys over here? All right, we have taken out over half their army. Or, no, never mind. My bad. Quarter of their army, because their army is like 600 strong that they're attacking us with, right? Oh shit! Shit!
Infantry! Move!
These guys squared away. All right. They're still trickling in for another round here. Our archers are still doing their jobs. I am not entirely certain how much ammunition we still have, though. Like, these guys look like they're actually kind of running low. These guys, open fire. Throw.
Infantry! Move!
We'll get them to be right in the way, right? Group 3 over here. I'm actually going to move up here and have them face this way.
Turn to the wheel!
And hopefully they have, yeah, it looks like they've got a decent amount of harpoons right now. I can actually turn them off.
Hold fire!
They threw enough. They'll be fine. How are we doing on ammunition for you guys up here? I mean, you seem to have ammo, right? And you have shields still, so I mean, all things considered, not the end of the world. How are you? Are you guys running out of ammo? Yeah, our piercers definitely ran out of ammo, it looks like. Well, they only have one quiver of bolts, which, okay, that tracks. We've killed half their army at this point. Our rangers have done a fuck ton of work. Piercers did pretty well, but piercers at this point are out of ammunition, right? So what we need to do is we're probably going to want to actually fall back. It looks like they may be falling back too. I'm not entirely certain here, but what we're going to do, we're going to retreat the party, and then we're going to go in for wave 2. And we're in a much better position now because our units are restocked. And then on top of this, check this out. We now have almost 10,000 XP for our Dawn Rangers, right? We can get these guys capped out for all the stats they actually need, right? And then our Rangers are going to be tiering up. Probably not right now, right? Because we actually need them to fight and whatnot. But on Ranger veterans, and now we can do we could just do like I don't know what else I'm going to do here. I guess I could go to the elite tier, right, and go from there. And then, I mean, I'm not too worried about they're only going up to a 160 skill cap, right, which isn't that great, but I mean, it's still better than nothing. And then the Dawn Piercers only have 2200 XP, so they're significantly further behind. What I can do is try to increase their athletics a bit, right? Most of our infantry units did not get a significant amount of experience from any of this fighting yet. So that kind of is what it is. The Wardens did, though, surprisingly. So I'm just going to pump up their throwing a little bit here. But yeah. And then I can't access my party yet, so I'm not going to bother, right? And then we have leadership did increase to 200. And we are going to do the bonus experience for troops when they're sent to confront the enemy versus shared experience for cavalry troops. I guess we could do cavalry troops. I mean, it's fine. And we can't upgrade any of our troops or anything like that mid battle, right? We already know exactly what we're going to be doing here, so we're going to do the exact same strategy, because if it ain't broke, don't break it. And yeah, we're basically just going to get our guys all over here, all just into a position where they're going to be fairly viable. Get our ranged units spread out, so they're all able to fire, and then we're going to leave our cavalry in the back. That's exactly what we're gonna do. It looks like they have a lot more cavalry units now, so that's gonna be great. And by great, I mean not great. We are going to be moving some of our infantry up to here, some of it there, yeah, we're gonna get our infantry at least into close positioning on where they need to be, right? Next up, we are going to move our archers to right about here, and then the other group about here, and we're gonna get them right on top of each other, nice and comfy. And then hoping some of these guys can go here, and then we're gonna move one group here, and then we're gonna move one group right about here. All right. Cavalry, I mean, honestly, I could just leave you over there. It's just a single unit, and I'm pretty sure it's a companion, so it's not like we really need them to get XP right now. And we should be in a pretty comparable formation that we were in last time, right? Archers may be a little bit more clumped together. Is what it is. As long as they are able to get a line of sight and not get blocked by our units, then it should be fine. What we also may want to do is move these guys forward just a little bit, because it's looking like our second group of archers does not have the sight lines that they need. Okay, up here it might be a little bit better. All right, cool. You guys, we're gonna hold off. You guys are gonna hold fire. You guys are not going to hold fire, and I'm actually gonna have you move forward a little bit, as this is about to get really rough here. If these cavalry guys charge us, just saying.
Hold spot fire at will! Attack! Horseman charge! Footman soldier! Footman infantry! Infantry! Fire! Infantry! Fire at will!
Not entirely certain where all these cavalry guys are, but we're gonna see how well this goes for them.
Infantry! Infantry! Infantry!
Okay. Honestly, a lot of their cavalry is not there anymore, so I'm not going to use our infantry to charge at them, right? Like, these guys are they're cresting over the hill and getting met with a fuck ton of javelins. Like, that's ultimately what's happening right there, which is exactly why I have a group of infantry just hiding right behind this little hill, right? because they don't have line of sight. They can't attack my infantry that are hiding right back here. So when they come up over this hill right here, boom, you got like 20 fucking javelins to the face. And on top of that, you have all your archers and arrows and shit that are fucking whittling you down on top of that. So they're just poop hard. R was down. Okay, that's fine. Honestly, we have lost 3 units. That is kind of ridiculous. The Dawn Ranger veterans are ready to be upgraded basically en masse. Dawn Piercers are doing pretty solid on kill counts, and everyone else is doing mediocre at best, but what happens with archer spam. So yo, what's going on, Sean? How you doing, my man? We are working on leveling up our clan troops right now. Kind of holding off on using Retinues because Retinues are too broken. So we're using our Dawn Piercers and Dawn Rangers and trying to get those guys upgraded. All right. I think they're retreating at this point. So I don't think it really matters. But you know what? Fuck it. We'll get our infantry up here for funsies. But I'm pretty sure it's over. Yep, it's over. Okay, they're fleeing in mass. That's fine. I think we took that castle, though. You're my prisoner.
Enough.
And you're my prisoner. And you are also my prisoner. And you're my prisoner. Wow, that was a lot of prisoners. Cool. And I think we're good to go. Reinforced chainmail barding is better than what I'm currently using on my horse, so we'll take that. The rest of this shit kind of don't care about. I mean, Oh, that XP is actually useful for my troops. So, okay, I now own Turby Castle. We are going to show it mercy because, yeah, I honestly can't be bothered. Cool. So we're good here. We now have Turby. We have a place on the mainland. We still have Hvalvik, right? And we're going to push towards Carbanzeth, and we're going to take everything we can along the way. And ultimately, I really want to see if we can get a hold of a clan and have them join us, just so I can give them Turby or some of these other things and have other clans start working on pushing beyond just me and my one other party I've got here. Brother's wedding today, just back knackered and about to knock out, but otherwise coming to say hi. Well, man, thank you for coming and saying hi, and I hope you had a good time at the wedding. Hope you had a great time at the wedding, actually. All right, my Dawn Rangers, they're all going to be naked when we first get them upgraded, but you know what? We have them elite because the regular veterans are already capped out, and I need to get the XP to the elites. So I need to build out the elite real quick. And that is exactly what I'm going to do right now. We are going to set up the Dawn Ranger elites with equipment here. And the current veterans, I think, are rocking. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, all right. So the elites we've got, I mean, the regular veterans are in the Berserker helmets, and honestly, the Berserker helmets are pretty fitting. I could give them a blackened hood at this point, right? I mean, yeah, we can get them set up to where they look pretty close to a what the Dawn's Ray looks like. And just give them all full set of blackened armor. And we'll give them these, and then we'll give them that. All right, cool. And then we are going to go with a noble longbow, and we will give you, what's the best arrows we have? I think it's just stacked bodkin, right? Yeah, stacked bodkin. Give you 2 quivers of stacked bodkin, or should we go 3? I'll give you 2, and then I need to give you a one-handed weapon, so you at least have some way of defending yourself if someone's on top of you. And I guess we'll just do the Jarlman's sword. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. So they look very, very similar to the Dawn's Ray, but honestly, I'm okay with that. And they are at max tier. These guys are max tier now. So they will cap out at 160 skill cap. And honestly, I'm fine with that, with the elite Dawn Rangers. Okay with that. Easy peasy, right? Go up to 6, that's their max, which matches Dawn's Ray. Dawn's Ray just has, what, 25 more skill cap? That's fucking insane. Yeah, they have 25 more skill cap. All right, cool. Then Dawn Piercers, whenever we get these guys built up, they'll be in the same boat. And same thing with Spears and the Dawn Watch. And then our elites, the elites can actually get built up to, I think, the same tier as these guys. So, yeah. That'll be something that's going to be pretty fun. Let's see. Dawn Warden, you guys... Oh, never mind. The veterans, you guys did okay. There's not much I can do there. Or here, honestly. The Rangers really did soak up almost all the XP that they could, which is fine. I mean, we got the we took the castle with like basically no casualties, so I will gladly take that win. But it is kind of one of those deals where you're just like, well, fuck. Kind of wish that we had gotten, you know, something a little bit better, but it is what it is. A little bit more XP to some of these other units. Brilliant. Nieces and nephew ran you a riot. Oh, dude, that's awesome. I'm glad you had a good time, my man. I'm really happy for you. I worked on my house all day. That's what I did. We already have two-handed max. You have throwing weapons, and then you have one-handed. So we'll just set up throwing for the Dawn Watch and go from there. And then we'll fill everything else out that way. Equipment-wise, yep, these guys are fine. They're about as good as they're gonna get. All right. I should probably put a garrison into this place, right? I mean, I should. Don't really have too many units that we can like willingly drop here. But I also know that having a level 1 wall with no fucking garrison is a shoo-in for getting our asses attacked, right? Let's wait here for a second. This is a Vlandian place, so I could actually manage this castle and give it to one of my Vlandian companions, which would be like Perrin, or is it just Bannerlord? Bannerlord? Okay. Where are you? Bannerlord would actually do really well. Like, holy fuck, Bannerlord's really good. And then we have, who else do we have here? Bannerlord's our best option. I feel like you're one of the wives of my brother, but that's okay. One of my brothers. I'll get you moved over here, and we need to start building basically everything. And we're going to start building up loyalty as well. We'll get Turby squared away to where it's at least, you know, set up. And yeah, I'm going to wait here for a bit. I want these guys to come attack me, though. I would love it if they came and attacked me. I mean, we do have the militia of Turby Castle, and the militia here should be our special militia, right? So I'm feeling pretty good about that, at least. We do have a lot of prisoners, and now that I'm thinking about it, let me go and talk to these guys and see how much money they're worth, right? Because 1, we can kill them. 2, we can sell them for ransom, or 3, we can try to duel them. How much are you worth? Worth 77,000, and you've only got 36. Okay, I don't really care about that. Are any of you guys good at leading armies? Right? You have 168 tactics, 105 steward. Okay. You have 157 leadership. I mean, honestly, it's not bad. I'm not mad about any of that. How about you? You have 104 tactics, 149 steward. Okay. What about you? You have 155 leadership, 179 tactics, 225. Oh my god, you are dope. You are so fucking good. Holy shit. I mean, yeah, I mean, you would be great. You're 61, so you're gonna die really quickly. How much are you worth? You gotta be worth the bank, right? 300,000. 225. Yeah, that tracks. Can I fight you? Can I just, like, you want to duel real quick and join my clan? Oh, okay. Well, so much for that. All right. Anyway, you know what? we can do this, and we're going to set this up for the, what is this, 303 225. Yeah, give me 300 grand for that. I'll gladly take that. You're probably not worth much, right? 85,000, but you only have 31, so I'm not worried about that. And then you, what are you good at? You're 33, right? You are 33. You have a few children. You have a dead wife. Okay. You have 58 tactics, which is not good. 189 stewards, not bad though. 138 leadership's not terrible. You're not the best, but I mean, honestly, you're merciful and cautious. I'm not opposed to that. Would you like to duel and become a member of my clan? Fuck yeah. All right, let's duel. Let's fucking duel. Let's do it. Oh, okay. You want to? All right. Yeah. I mean, if you wanted to do it that way, yeah. Okay, cool. So we did our duel, and we now have Orthogar in our clan, right? So he is eventually going to lead an army. He's going to be one of those companions that we park as a army leader until our kids start growing up, and then we just start making our kids do all the armies and whatnot. Right. So that is his purpose. That is what he is doing. That is what he's hired for, or commandeered for. That's what Falorisa is too. Like Falorisa is the exact same thing. Falorisa is like Imperial or some shit. But yeah. Cool. The rest of these guys, I kind of don't give a shit about. So what we're going to do is we are going to go to the dungeon here, and we are just going to manage our... Ooh, who are you? Who are you? Oh, that's your wife that I've got captive. Will you join me? Do you want to be my neighbor? Do you want to be my neighbor? You've got to be worth money, right? You have to be worth money. You gotta be worth a lot of money.
Do you want, stranger?
Will you join me if I duel you? Oh, okay. Well, how much money are you worth? You only have 10,000, and you're worth 73,000. Yeah, okay. Well, your wife was worth a lot more. All right, cool. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the dungeon, and we are just going to dump everyone in here. Everyone that's, you know, very valuable at least, right? Cool. And now we're gonna leave. And I pray to God someone decides to come wage siege on them, because I will run up there and do it again. I fucking think I won't. We go to the tavern, get rid of all these things, go to our party. We are maxing out the last of our Dawn Rangers and getting those guys squared away, being all elites. Having 94 of those guys is going to be kind of fucking disgusting for anyone who wants to fight us. Turby, you do not have the type of garrison you need to have. I will say that. I will definitely say that. But we can build you one. We can build you one. Honestly, that's exactly what we're gonna do too. Right? We can literally just dump the 94 Rangers in here. And then we can, you know, be like, okay, well, that gives you 94 archers that are like pretty decent. And then we just need to give you decent melee units. Okay, that's handled. Turby's handled. I don't have to worry about Turby anymore. Now we just need to go recruit some more people and go from there. Is not the end of the world or anything like that. And yeah, we can actually fight some looters real quick. This is going to be a really simple... I probably shouldn't have auto-resolved it, but it is what it is. Because I don't think we actually gain XP from auto-resolves, if I remember correctly. But whatever. Okay. Recruitment. Please tell me... Oh, we get some Twilight's End, and we get some First Light recruits. This is... Man, that's good. Real good. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, now we're going to go over here, and hopefully we can get a hold of, you know, some semi-decent units and get these guys all upgraded and going from there, right? So if I can get all these guys maxed out tier-wise, then we'll be good to go. We should probably work on the improved garrisons as well, just to make sure that Turby's getting recruitment or what's going on. Get that squared away real quick. We could recruit from prisoners and whatnot. I mean, honestly, it's fine. I don't really want to recruit a ton of prisoners, but I'm not opposed to it. It's on the mainland. I don't plan on keeping this place for long. Should be fine. And then management-wise, no project in queue. We need to set a... Yeah, we can do that. Do that. We need to work on a siege workshop. Set that into queue. I have no idea what else is being worked on at this point, but whatever. And then we'll put that away. Grab. Irvlandian Knight. You're actually not what I want. That's okay. We're gonna wait here just for a little bit, right? Just so we can regroup, get whatever bearings we need, and make sure that we're getting squared away on what do we need? Wardens, probably. Yeah, increasing our warden count would probably be a good idea. Oh, fuck me. Okay, this is gonna be rough. All right, cool. Do we have the troops for this? We do have the troops for this. We don't have the wall level for this, but we do have the troops for this. This is gonna be a fucking bloodbath. Okay, we could actually sally out, and I think we would do a better job if we sallied out, not gonna lie. That's the funny part, is I actually think the way I fight is better if I sally out, even if they outnumber me. Dawn Warden versus Dawn Breaker. Let's do more Wardens. That's fine. And then we'll do Rangers and then upgrade these guys. All right, you guys are gonna besiege me. I already know. I already know what's happening here, right? What? Are you gonna walk right past me? Or is that what? Is that? Are you really doing that? Okay. Fuck. Okay. I'm over here worrying for nothing. I thought I was boned. I thought I was in trouble. Not wrong, but yeah. Okay, so we have Turby. We have Turby and we have Hvalvik, right? And what else can we do? We should probably... Man. Do we have any new recruits? Did we recruit anyone new here? No, we did not. So I don't want to move anyone out of Turby. Like, these guys, we need them. We actually fucking need them here. So I mean, that is what it is. What are we looking like here? Let's get these guys upgraded a little bit more. Start building up that fucking stack that we had, right? I would love to be able to pull a decent amount of troops from somewhere else and bring them to Turby. Do I have a doom stack somewhere? Right? Like, do I have a doom stack anywhere? I've got 300 troops in Hvalvik and 150 in Garrisons. Honestly, Turby's more built than Garrisons is, but Turby has no like actual income or anything like that, right? We need to actually build up Turby a bit. Fuck. Okay. And Turby is also, congratulations, the easiest one to attack. Okay, well, the easiest way to fix the fact that this is the easiest one to attack is to push. We don't have a lot of Dawn Rangers in our current party, right? So what I'm going to do is I want to pull a lot of these elites out. And if I pull them all out, then Turby's going to get fucking attacked. Whatever, we'll figure it out. Right. We will drop some of these Rangers back in. We still have 125, 119. That's fine. We can recruit more people still, which is not the end of the world. I will drop 4 more in here. That way they have, 20 units. Good. We can drop some piercers in here as well. And then we'll drop some of the Warden veterans that we have. And then I'll drop 2 breakers. And yeah, we should be at least a little bit better off. It's not the best garrison, but I mean, it's better than nothing. And it'll hopefully keep whoever attacks us busy enough with the combination of our militia there. And then I'm also going to be constantly hiring more units that we can get our clan troops from. Okay, cool. And that is our doctrine that just came in, and now we can actually do really cool things, right? So now we actually get a we can equip smith weapons, which is super fucking dope. Recruit 100 custom kingdom troops. Have a companion of the same culture as your kingdom. Govern a kingdom fee for 30 days. Okay, that's fine. And then get 1,000 kills with custom kingdom troops. Okay, that one's going to take a bit, and it's a 20% rebate on kingdom culture gear. Okay, and then no tier restriction for arms and armor. Road wardens own 3 caravans at the same time. We'll worry about that later, and I need to do some other stuff. Iron discipline, upgrade 100 basic troops to max tier. We're at 94 out of 100. Us actually having the elite version of our Dawn Rangers now has helped us out quite a bit there, because we actually have a troop that is at max capabilities, right? Yeah, these guys, like, we literally can't do anything with them right now. And I don't think we're in a position where we can really do too much with anybody else either. We can, I mean, increase one-handed on the Dawn Piercers. Whoop-de-doo. I honestly feel like Dawn Piercers, we may want to, and I kind of want to give them more bolts. Like, they only have 18 bolts. They have 18 heavy quarrels. They have 20 for light bolts. 2 pierce damage versus 4 pierce damage. We need to, I need to look and see if there's a better, like, bolt rack that we can get or something like that for these guys. Because they run out of bolts pretty quickly, and that's just unfortunate. Because when you only have 18 shots, like, you better make them count, right? All right, we're gonna head up here to this. Oh, there they are. Here they are. Okay, I knew they would come back. Just didn't know when. Okay, I mean, this isn't ideal, but it's not the end of the world either. We can actually come up here and help them out a bit. Okay, we could assault the siege camp. What's our party composition like? We have 108 archers, 124 melee units. How many? 76 ranger elites. I mean, and we have 30 piercer veterans. So we have, yeah, that's the majority of our guys are the ranger elites. Okay, we could just assault the siege camp, right? Which is the equivalent of sallying out. We could also not do this and break in to help the defenders, because these guys have 338 units, right? Shit. Okay, so we have 338 defenders, 108 of those are garrison. We have 230 militia. I mean, we're gonna lose 37 of our units if we go in there, and 37 of our units, like, as a whole, 37 isn't a lot because we have 200 and some, like, but it's still 15% of our troops. And then on top of that, we lose 37 Dawn Ranger leads. We're fucked. So I feel like sallying out may be our best bet. Because once we get in here, we don't really get the benefit of the walls or anything, right? Like, yeah, sure, we have units, but fuck. I I really want to say we do better if we're in an open field, just due to how this freaking game works. Which is really sad if you want to think about it, right? Because defensive sieges are supposed to be really good. We would get good XP for some of our militia troops, though, if we fought the we would get XP for the militia guys. Honestly, a lot of our militia guys are pretty decent. And I mean, they've got okay gear. I made them, I set them up to where they don't look like too overpowered or anything like that. Like our militia guys are the equivalent of like tier 4. Our regular militia are equivalent to like tier 4 units. And then, yeah, actually they are our tier 3 militia are equivalent to tier 4 in gear, but only tier 3 in stats. And then our tier 4 militia are equivalent to tier 5 gear and a tier 4 stats. So, okay. Yeah. Fuck, dude. Oh, man, I don't want to fight the defensive siege. This isn't going to go well for us, but we need to do it. We need to fight the defensive siege because I need to get actually most of the XP that I'm bitching about is going to be for militia, and honestly, I don't think I care about that. So what I'm going to do is we're going to assault the siege camp, and we're going to select our troops, and we're going to go. But first things first, I'm grabbing these 100 guys, right? And then I'm grabbing as many of these lovely infantrymen that I can get. Do have a bit of Dawn Breakers here that I could grab, right? We can take some of the Dawn Watch off to get. Yeah, this is almost perfect. This is pretty fucking close. Gives us 200 units, 200 solid units, and gives us a nice balance of infantry versus archers. And what are we looking like map wise? Oh fuck yeah, we have a lovely map. We're on the offensive though, aren't we? Fuck, we're on the offensive. I almost guarantee we're on the offensive. But you know what? We're gonna play it by ear. We're gonna play it by ear. 100% playing it by ear. So what I'm gonna do is we are going to move our people as much as we can, right? Get them all squared away off here into the distance. And then we'll put these guys over here. And then we will grab these guys. Oh, I mean these guys. And we will put them right here. And then we'll take group 5. Honestly, we're going to move group 5 to this area over here. Move group 4 up a bit. All right. This should be fine. We'll see how this works. Hopefully these guys are pushing us. And if they're not, then we'll fucking figure it out from there, right? Well, if we have to push them, this changes things a little bit, but they outnumber us 3 to 1, almost 4 to 1, right? They should in theory push us. But we're about to see. We are about to see. Their horse archers are definitely pushing us. It looks like the majority of their troops are actually pushing us. Okay, cool. Well, now that I know that,
hold fire! Don't hold fire!
All of our infantry need to hold fire. Honestly,
Archer, hold fire!
Archer Group 5 needs to hold fire. Our cavalry
charge!
And Archer Group 4. Honestly, Archer Group 4, I'm gonna have them hold fire. I want my cavalry to go fight these horse archers in the back. Group 5. Group 5 maybe can fight these guys. But I can also probably fight these guys. Maybe. There's no fucking fight, dude. You guys are just gonna be annoying. That's all they're gonna do. I'm gonna wait for them to come up right in front of group 3. I mean, honestly.
Footman! Footman! Fire! Bowman! Fire!
Turn their archers on.
Infantry!
R was down. That's okay.
Footmen! Infantry! Fire at footmen! Fire!
And then group 5.
Fire at will!
Fuck them up.
Infantry! Infantry!
I have no idea where my horse went. I mean, there's a horse over here. I can try to grab them. Cool. Group 5. Rotate up.
Move!
Get to where you can actually help. Group 5 is not shooting, which is not helping. Group 3.
Infantry! Soldier! Move to it! Footmen!
Nope.
Infantry!
Group 3.
Move! And soldier! Attack!
What the fuck's going on here? Why did our infantry just do that? Oh my god, that's such a bad idea.
Footmen! Footmen! Forward!
I must have moved them by accident.
Infantry! Infantry! Forward! Infantry! Move! Archer! Move! Archer! Forward! Archers! Move!
I mean, we're doing fine. We haven't, I mean, we've killed like 100 and some, right? We've lost a decent amount though. We have lost some, which isn't great, but I mean, it is what it is. Can't win them all. Can't have a deathless battle or anything like that, especially not at this caliber.
Forward!
I mean, all things considered, I think we're doing fine, but honestly, hold up.
Form a infantry! Make a shield! Form a shield wall!
I want to get these guys all this shield wall. I have infantry that all have spears, that all have shields, and I don't know why they're just standing here with their 2 weapons out. Like, that is such a dumb fucking way to die. You're getting shot to shit, right?
Infantry! Attack! Infantry! Attack! Infantry! Attack! Infantry! Form along foot! Shoulder to shoulder! Line formation! Move and on! Move to enemy!
I mean, we're doing pretty decent here. We've taken out a third of their army already. We'll probably want to back up though a bit and regroup at some point. I don't know how many arrows we're looking like here. How are we doing here? How many you have? Okay, we're running a little low, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I don't want to lose too many units though, because we only have 160 units. We need to back up. 167 versus 622. Yeah, I definitely took a bit of a beating there. But 622 versus 900 and some is a lot more manageable. Right. What I can actually do is I can just grab all of my units at this point. Oh, I can't take all of them actually, looks like. That's fine. So what I can do is I can actually leave, right? First and foremost. And then we can come in here. We can upgrade our Ranger Elites as much as we can. Okay, so 160 is their skill cap, but that's fine because that's as much as we needed. And then we can start working on their athletics. Dawn Piercers not quite as far up as we want them to be, but that's okay. They're still working on it, right? We're getting there. The Dawn Rangers are just better, kind of part of the deal. We can probably, yeah, almost give them 5 points into one-handed. What else can we do here? Dawn Spears probably got some XP. Yeah, they did. We can upgrade their polearm a bit. 15 points in polearm is pretty good, actually. Dawn Watch, they're already maxed out on two-handed. We can get them up to 100 on throwing. Pretty quick, actually. Get them up to 100 in athletics as well. That should help them out at least a little bit. Then our Dawn Breakers are already fine on two-handed. They're coming up on being like capped out, or they're getting there, getting pretty close. We want to get them to 120 in polearm, and then the rest of their points is going to get dumped into throwing. Dawn Warden Veterans, we have 1,000 XP here. That's going to give us 5 in throwing, and that's pretty much all that they're going to get. And we don't really have anything for our ranged, or not our ranged, our cavalry units right now. I mean, we can give them 5 points in throwing, whoop-de-doo. Not sure if 5 points in throwing is that viable, but whatever. And then what we may end up doing is holding off on increasing their one-handed. I don't really know what I'm going to do with these cavalry guys, to be honest, but hey, is what it is. And we'll go from there. We can probably, now I'm thinking about it, just break in and help the defenders. We'll lose 31 troops, so we're still going to lose. Well, I mean, we have 200 some troops left still. They have a decent amount of troops still as well. I mean, I have 0 prisoners. I mean, yeah, we can help them out. We could also go in and try to do one more wave of clearing them out by sallying out kind of thing. But yeah, we'll do this. We lost 22 infantry, 8 ranged, and 1 cavalry troop. I mean, it's not the end of the world here. Okay. Now what I need is we need catapults, and more catapults. We could definitely sally out if we wanted to. Troop wise, let's get these guys upgraded. Dawn Warden recruits versus Dawn Breakers. We'll do Wardens. That's fine. A lot of our troops are pretty hurt though. We are going to get these guys selected to where we're going to be in a better position though. Dawn Warden Veterans versus Dawn Spear. We don't really need Dawn Spears right now. We could definitely pull in some of our militia. Our veteran militias would be really good. But our veteran militias are not going to be as good as, you know, some of our other units that we have available to us. So like these veteran archers are going to be equivalent to weaker Dawn Ranger elites, but you know what is what it is. We can bring in up to quite a few military units. I mean, Dawnstar Militia Spearmen. I don't want to bring in those Spearmen, dude. I mean, these Spearmen are actually built. Why did I give you? I understand why I gave you a spear. It's because, you know, bro. What? I don't know why I give the. I gave them spears because that's what the militia spearmen are just called naturally, and I felt like they needed to have spears if they were going to be called militia spearmen. I understand that I could have named them or whatnot, but that's why they're named that. But I'm kind of like right now I'm just going, man, I never should have done that. What else do we have here? I feel like we just don't have that many infantry units at all. Like we lost a lot of our infantry units. We lost like 20 of them. Oh, but a lot of them are probably injured too, right? Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, yes and no. So, I mean, kind of. Well, see how this goes, right? Okay, these guys have 660 troops. They haven't built up anything yet. We are actively refilling our guys by just sitting here and healing up. A lot of our units are coming back, which is good for us. All right, cool. Let's go to select troops this time. Oh man. Oh yeah, this is so much better. Okay, cool. We actually have infantry units for this, which is exactly what we need. We have a lot of the Dawn Rangers. We have a decent amount of the Dawn Piercers. We will pull some of the veteran spearmen, probably, right? Veteran militia spearmen. Just so we have some extra infantry units. The Dawn Watch veterans are some of our better units. They are one-handed, two-handed, and throwing, so they'll be pretty strong. They're not going to be the best or anything like that. They're not like our elite units or anything like that, but they will help. And only being able to field 200 units, and it's kind of what we get. Okay. We could definitely sally out though. If we sally out, we take the garrison, but I don't think we take the... Yeah, we take the garrison, but we don't take the militia. And if I want the militia to be involved, yeah, them doing this is actively foobarring. They had 200 injuries. They didn't have any, like, they didn't have enough deaths. Like, we killed maybe 100 of their units, right? Okay. Select troops. Why did we only have 155 selected now? What? Whatever. Max those out. Cool. Cool. Ooh. What else do we have here that we can bring in? That may be better options for us. I mean, honestly, I think we'll be okay. Probably the best bet that we're gonna have is doing this and going from here. Right? I know what I'm thinking. Yeah. Fuck it, we ball. I'm not auto-resolving this because we're definitely gonna lose then. So let's send it. Let's full send it. And hopefully we don't lose. If we do, I mean, it is what it is. It's not, I'm not gonna cry over it. I mean, this was a castle that we took very, very easily. And these walls are fucking awful. The good news is it looks like they are going to have, bro, this castle's actually kind of fun looking. I'm not gonna lie, this looks fun as fuck to defend. Like, man, this is cool. I actually really enjoy this castle build.
Forward, soldiers! Move! Move! Right! You heard that last? Move! Move! Soldiers! Move!
Can I actually put units out? Nope. Cannot put units out front. That's okay. Can I take a look see in here? Oop. Okay, that's fine. It is what it is. We do have some archers over here. Group 4. Merowyn, you are in charge of that. Aaron, I don't even know where you're at. Where are you at with Group 5? Over here? I guess that is acceptable. Let's swap this ballista if we can. Can I swap the ballistas real quick? Oh, let me do something different here.
Move! Soldiers! Move!
Surely not everyone is going to be able to, like...
Forward! You heard it! Now move!
Okay, hold up. Why do we have 80 people in this group? Let's dumb this down a little bit, right?
Attack!
Oh my god, there's so many people in some of these freaking
Infantry!
groups. Oh my god. Oh boy.
Infantry! Move! Warriors! Move! Forward!
Oh, that's infantry. Noted.
Infantry!
Not sure why I have infantry on these walls. Infantry on the walls is one thing to like defend when someone's like actively on the wall, but let's make another archer group. I just feel like we need another archer group at this point, right?
Move!
Probably
Move now!
might make things potentially a little bit easier. Potentially. I'm not entirely certain. I don't even know at this point. Lundana, you're going to be in charge of that. And we have Alina. Ooh, Alina, you actually need to be in charge of that. Yeah, and we'll put Lundana in front of melee. Or no, that's an archer group too. Shit, never mind. How many melee groups do we have? We have Alda in this one. Merowyn, you are an archer. Lundana, you are melee. And Alina, I pulled you off the wrong one. Aaron, cool. Lycos, awesome. I guess this will have to just work, right?
Archers!
And then we've got a group back there. We have two groups right here. Honestly, what I may do is just see if I can get these guys to, you know, kind of be up and about. I also want these guys to, you know, be able to self-delegate a little bit. Like, they don't need to be all up on me or anything. And we do have some fire pots, so we can do a decent amount of damage here. That's not fire pots, though. That's unfortunate. What about back here? What is you? You regular? Yeah, you're regular. Okay, so we got fire pots up here. Yeah, I mean, I guess this will kind of have to work, right? I mean, god damn, I hit auto deploy and now everything's all sorts of fucked up. Okay, that did not work out for me at all. Kind of upset about that, but it is what it is. Let's get things somewhat organized. Yeah. All right. You and you and you. Sure, we'll do that. Why not? And then what I need to do is we're gonna set everyone to auto delegate on.
Sergeants!
Okay, you guys need to get up on. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter if you're just reinforcements to archers, but still. I went way over, didn't I? Oh yeah, I did. Boys. I need to reload and stat. Fucking stat. We need to take this thing out. Come on. Fire pot. Come on. Fire pot me. Quickly. I missed. I mean, it was cool because I just took out like fucking 20 people, but I missed, which is not cool because fuck. Yeah, it's not good. Please don't drop fire pod, buddy. This is very valuable. Homie, stop dropping them. Holy shit. Doesn't work at this point. I can't throw it that far either. That's unfortunate. All right, well, all I can do is take these guys out there pushing it. This is still working. It's not going the best, but it is working, technically. I have no idea how far I can throw that. I can throw it far enough. I just need to do it better. We're doing okay. Doing okay. Doing as much damage to this freaking battering ram as I can get, but I don't think it's gonna help right now. Oh, are they running? Oh, they're fucking running. We must have ruined their morale, or vice versa. Yeah, I mean, we took out a lot of them, so I'll take it. You're my prisoner. You're all my prisoners. I could kill you all, but I'm not going to. I'm going to try and see if any of you guys want to join me in my conquest of the Nords. Turn to Turby. Okay, cool. Well, so that helps. Okay, so now we can actually go and take a look at our militia, because, oh, look, an extra 2,000 XP. It's not going to be enough for us to get maxed out by any means, but it's going to be good enough that we're going to be in a much better position, right? And honestly, and I'm going to take away these guys' pole arms. They don't need pole arms. We're taking away the spearman part and everything like that. That just seems so dumb. Because honestly, it's not good. Like, spears are not good at all. I'll give them more throwing weapons. Yeah. Give them hook javelins. That's fine. And we will lower this down to 50. What? Oh, got it. I see what we're doing here. Yeah, sure, that worked. And then I need to get these guys cranked up on that, and then cranked up here, and then the rest of this I kind of don't care. Right. All right, cool. And then I'm going to change this out for some of these Yareeds as well. That way they're squared away a little bit better, and they're just going to be more viable, right? I'm just going to feel better with that. The elite archers or ranger elites. Okay, yeah, you guys are going to be capped out, 100% capped out already. All right, that's awesome. Going to be kind of annoying. Wow, you're not capped out yet. I thought you would be, but I thought wrong. Okay, I mean, your one-handed will get maxed shortly here, and then after that it's kind of just whatever we can do to get you up to that 780 skill cap, which is going to be whatever, because yeah, you're only using 2 weapon types. And then I think our Dawn Piercers are just about done too, right? Yeah, because they've got their 3 primaries, so we can just spam these lower ones, get them at least a little bit closer to what they need to be. Not quite where we want them to be, but you know, it's progress. We're almost to the Piercer Elites, which will be fun. I'll put the Piercer Elites to be set up to be more a tankier than the Ranger Elites. The Ranger Elites look nice and sleek, right? But the Piercer Elites, we're going to build them to be kind of like the old Rodix guys from like Warband. All right, cool. Now that we have some prisoners and everything like that, let's go ahead and get. Let's take a look at everybody. All right. Okay. Well, let's confirm our upgrades real quick, and then we'll talk to our prisoners. What are you looking like? What are your skills? Right. So we have 104 tactics. You're useless. I don't even want to look at you. You're gross. Go away. How old are you? 34. Yeah, I don't care. Apollinea, 32. You have brother. What? Gross. Okay, you are 29, 149 steward, 105 tactics. You're not great, honestly. Like, you've got decent trade. You'd be a good caravan guy. And then you have a ton of medicine and steward and tactics. You are what I want. Holy crap, you were great. You want to join me? Do you want to join me? Damn. Okay. What are you worth? 92,450. Oop. Okay. What are you worth? 94,000. Nope. You ain't got the money. All right, cool. What are you worth? 86,000. Nope. And then how much are you worth? 89,000, and no. Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad all of you guys are worth a lot more than what you have. So, congratulations. You're going into the dungeon. You're fucking staying there. For God knows how long. For God knows how long. And I'm going to take all these damn prisoners and I'm going to go ransom them off. I don't care if they quickly escape. I genuinely don't care. Yeah, so what we're gonna do, increase morale, increase the hearth of each bound village, increase prosperity by 5. Yeah, we can do that. All right, so the next question is, how long until you guys will make peace with me? You have so much more strength, so you guys are never going to want to, like, deal with me at all. But I'm over here just taking your castles left and right and inflicting so many more casualties. This is awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go take these castles and that town, and we'll go from there. And we will go from there. And we are at our normal time. So and that's kind of what I need to do. Is we're just going to end. And yeah. All right, cool. I need to get more companions. And we need to get kind of squared away with getting better companions for leading troops. Right? So let's see here. What are we looking like here? It's kind of a crummy steward. And tactics. I mean, he's a Nord dude, but that's kind of whatever. Yeah, I mean, is what it is. I know that these guys outnumber us almost fucking like 5-1 or 10-1 when it comes down to overall troops and whatnot between the Nords and us. But I also know that when it comes to troop quality, we can easily take them out, especially if I'm fighting the armies with what we currently have, right? So, I mean, this current stack right here is strong enough to take on most of their things that they send our way. So, over time, of course. Anyway, guys, that is all I've got for today. That's all we got. So, I am going to go ahead and wrap everything up. We will be back next week with some more Bannerlord on this playthrough, right? And what we're going to do is we are going to continue waging war against the Nords, and I'm going to try to sue for peace eventually. But what may end up happening is I just may have to take out the Nords, period. Like I may have to slow roll the entire Nords off the map while we, just don't even bother trying to fight the other groups yet. We still have yet to do the whole declaration of, hey, we are the true empire or anything like that, because once you do that, everyone gets pissed off, right? So what I think I need to do is slow roll the Nords and then try to get some clans to like join the kingdom, right? And then start giving them some of these towns and castles and everything like that, and then go from there. But until I get to the point where I have clans and it's not just me, yeah. And kingdom troops are great and all, but there's also, you know, the whole limit of, yeah, I may have kingdom troops, but we don't have like anything prepped for those. So yeah. Anyway, guys, that's all I've got for tonight. I want to catch you all next time. Until then, have a good